It's Madison Bulldog basketball on Dakota's Best AM 1390. Now let's head courtside for the Bulldogs pregame show.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome in to Dakota's Best AM 1390. I'm Caleb Gill bringing you tonight's F&M pregame show. Again, brought to you by F&M Co-op Oil Madison for new tires and tire repair. See the experienced team, F&M, in Madison. We've got more Bulldog basketball on the way for you this evening. We start off game one of tonight's doubleheader with the Madison girls team taking on Tri-Valley Mustangs. Both teams struggling early this year. The Bulldogs and Mustangs are for the girls teams for Tri-Valley and Madison. 4-8 for Tri-Valley, 3-9 for Madison heading into tonight's game. And it's going to be a race to 50. What I mean by that is whoever gets to 50 points first, if either of these two teams get to 50 points, that gives them a better shot of winning here tonight. With starting with the away team, Tri-Valley, their first win of the season was when they scored 50-plus at home, or when they scored 50-plus. They're 4-2, Tri-Valley is, when they score 50 or more. All their wins have come when they score 50 or more points, so that means when they score less than 50, they lose. They're not winning games. Looking at the Bulldogs, they're in a race to 50 as well. As in 3 wins this year, they have scored 50-plus, 3-1 for the Bulldogs in games where they score 50 or more. Their one loss where they scored 50 or more was their closest loss, a 59-52 loss versus Beersford at home. And if you're the Bulldogs, you're not just trying to get to 50 points, you're also trying to avoid blowout in a sense. They are average margin of loss for the Lady Bulldogs this season is 22 points. They have one game this season where they have not lost by double digits. Every other game this year, 7 out of their 8 losses by double digits. 8 out of 9 losses by double digits. 7 out of 9 by 20 or more. So the Bulldogs, a lot of times when they lose big. But they have been able to show early on this season, early on this year, they did have some success. They started the year off 2-2. And then from there, 1-7 since. They're going to be looking to get back in the win column here tonight. Can they do that against Beersford? We shall see. Another area to look at is how these two teams play against teams that are under 500. Shockingly, though, Tri-Valley, 1-2. They've lost 2 games to teams that are under 500. That should bode well for Madison, who they are 2-0. Their 2 wins have come against teams actually over 500. 2-1 versus teams under 500. They did beat Elkton Lake Benton, who does have a winning record so far this season. So that's you look at that early win. They were aggressive. They got after the ball, and right now they're growing a little bit. They're continuing to grow, and they're still gelling. They're still meshing together, and it's still about midway through the year. And it's been a uphill battle for them, but they have a lot of talent out there. Ella Peterines last week had double-digit points in the most recent game against T-Valley. Audrey Nelson, she's usually good for getting about double-digit points as long as she's staying in the game, not getting fouled out. I mentioned the aggressiveness of Madison. That's one area that can bite them at times. At times, the aggressiveness can get the better of the Bulldogs where you have Ella Peterines fouling out. You have, Audrey Nelson fouling out. Ella Peterines getting close to fouling out. They are aggressive, but sometimes that aggressiveness can become reckless. They also have Zoe Gary, the senior, who is committed to Northwestern. She's had her highs and she's also had her lows so far this season. If she can find, maybe that middle point where, she's just riding comfortably, I think that gives the Bulldogs a chance here as well. But the big key to victory for both these teams tonight, get to 50. The race to 50 is going to be huge this evening against with the Madison Bulldogs taking on Tri-Valley here in Tri-Valley. Bulldogs right now currently riding a 5-game losing streak. They've only managed to score 45-plus once in that 5-game losing streak, and it was that 59-52 loss to Beersford that I mentioned moments ago. That was that Beersford one was close. And in that one, it felt like, yes, they did lose, but it felt like, all right, well, they might be turning a page. Since then, 4 straight losses since that Beersford loss, and it's been 21, 28, 11, and 33 have been those margins of loss. So can they turn the page here? They have 3 wins this year. They had 3 total wins last year. They can still they still have a lot of season left to get to their 4th win, something they did not accomplish last year. And that's going to start by staying in this game, being competitive, being aggressive, but not reckless. I think that's kind of because at times this Madison team, they are aggressive, but to a fault. The aggressiveness turns into turnovers that work against them. They tend to turn the ball over a lot as well. If they can limit those turnovers, if they can capitalize on the aggressiveness, and if they can get Audrey Nelson in space, Zoe Gary to sink some shots in, that could be a big key for success for the Bulldogs here this evening. Let's take our first break here on the FNM pregame show, again brought to you by FNM Co-op Oil in Madison. And tonight's game officials, the Law on the Court, brought to you by South Dakota Attorney General's Office Division of Consumer Protection. The officials, again, brought to you by South Dakota Attorney General's General Office Division of Consumer Protection. Let's take a 3-minute break. We'll come back. We'll take a look at starting lineups on the way next year. Dakota's Best AM 1390.
Not using your timeshare like you thought you would, and you'd like to get rid of it, but you're not sure how to go about it. And all of a sudden, you receive a call from a company saying that they have a purchaser for your timeshare if you'd like to sell it now. In order to do this, you'll have to pay a listing cost of $4,000 and small closing costs, and you'll be rid of your timeshare. You need to be skeptical if you receive this call. There is typically no buyer, and all they're going to do is take your $4,000. If you've been victimized by this type of scam, call Consumer Protection at 800-300-1986.
When the temperature bottoms out, filling with Cenex Premium Diesel can protect your bottom line. Cenex Wintermaster comes with a more complete additive package for a more complete burn and has a cold weather operability of 30 below with a cold filter plug-in point of 55 below. That'll send a chill down winter's spine. Cenex Premium Diesel. Diesel that doesn't mess around.
F&M Co-op Oil also has the tires you need to navigate this difficult winter weather for cars, trucks, tractors, and everything in between. Stop into your tire headquarters, F&M Co-op Oil in Madison.
The time has come to make that much-needed addition to your home. Colton Lumber Company has all the expertise and supplies you need. They strive to provide you with a broad range of high-quality products at the most competitive prices. Colton Lumber Company knows that when you build, remodel, or repair, you want it to last. So do they, because their reputation is built on your satisfaction. Stop in and see Mike or Kent at Colton Lumber Company, a proud sponsor of area athletics.
Rusty and Wyland Funeral Chapel is honored to serve local and area families in their time of need when experiencing the passing of a loved one. Mark Rustan and staff at Rustan and Wyland Funeral Chapel are committed to providing the highest quality of care and services for all families who are entrusted in their care. They pride themselves on taking the time to create meaningful, appropriate, personalized services for each and every family they serve in their time of need. Mark Rustan and staff at Rustan and Wyland Funeral Chapel is here for you today, tomorrow, and in the future.
When the temperature bottoms out, filling with Cenex Premium Diesel can protect your bottom line. Cenex Wintermaster comes with a more complete additive package for a more complete burn and has a cold weather operability of 30 below with a cold filter plug-in point of 55 below. That'll send a chill down winter's spine. Cenex Premium Diesel. Diesel that doesn't mess around.
F&M Co-op Oil also has the tires you need to navigate this difficult winter weather for cars, trucks, tractors, and everything in between. Stop into your tire headquarters, F&M Co-op Oil in Madison.
You've worked hard to get to this moment. Practicing, learning, preparing, living. And what matters now is what you do in this moment. On the court, mat, field, rink, or pool. And we're all here cheering you on while you make memories with your friends. You are persistent, and we are here for you, no matter the time, place, or season. Your community, your future, our focus. That's Kibble Equipment.
And welcome back to your FNM pregame show here on Dakota's Best AM 1390. Let's take a look at starting lineups for tonight's matchup. We'll start with the home team. Tri-Valley Mustangs starting at guard, sophomore, 5'4", number 2, Steph Buckman. And also at guard, the 5'6" junior, number 14, Lauren Grindy. At guard/forward, 5'11", sophomore, number 30, Madeline Wenzel. And at forward, 5'9", the junior, number 10, Hillary Hastings. And at center, 6 foot tall, the senior, number 40, Ava Pearson. And for your Madison Bulldogs tonight, your starting lineups. Starting at guard, at 6 foot tall, the junior, number 3, Audrey Nelson. Also at guard, 5'7", junior, number 4, Ella Peterines. At forward/guard, 5'8", the junior, number 13, Carly Lurs. At guard, the senior, 6 foot tall, number 33, Zoe Gary. And at forward, 6 foot tall, the senior, number 43, Cheyenne Wallingbull. Those are your starting lineups here on Dakota's Best AM 1390. And one thing to really watch out for tonight is that duo of Gary and Nelson. When they're clicking, when they're rolling, Bulldogs have been able to produce numbers. I think Ella Peterines having a double-digit game last weekend where she had 13 points, was able to grab 4 rebounds. I think that was promising as well because Madison so far this season, it's been difficult to find other shooters. You got to have multiple shooters. And for Madison, it's been a struggle at times finding who can complement both Nelson and Gary. Without having those complements, that's part of the reason why they've lost 9 games so far this year. And they also, I think, they have to, you don't want to learn how to play from behind because that means you're behind, but I think you do have to figure out ways to learn how to play from behind. You have to learn how to make those comebacks, how to stay in it. Because like I mentioned, when you're losing it by an average margin of loss of 22 points, it a lot of times means that once you start seeing that you're down on the scoreboard, it's like, well, we're not going to come back. You start feeling that in your head, or you start feeling that in your mind where you think, all right, we're out of this. And, we're human. It happens. And one thing that you got to do is get yourself out of it. Harder. It's a lot easier said than done. But if you can get yourself out of that, that mindset of, man, we're done, we're out of this, and then instead get to that mindset of, you know what, let's do this, let's come back. I think that can prove big dividends here for the Madison Bulldogs. They've had a couple days rest. We'll see how they perform here tonight. Their last game was a 64-38 loss versus T area that they're coming off of. That was a home loss for them, so they've still been unable to get a home win. They are on the road this evening looking to get a road victory against Tri-Valley. The Madison Bulldogs wearing black-on-black uniforms with the maroon letters and numbers and white outlines. The Mustangs wearing white-on-white, gray letters, maroon numbers. Actually, a clean uniform for white-on-white a lot of times. It's weird how, white-on-white with gray looks, but the gray doesn't look too bad on those uniforms, as for some reason I have a tendency to talk about uniforms more than I probably should. Looks like they're getting ready to do the national anthem here on Dakota or in Tri-Valley. So let's take our final break here on the FNM pregame show. We'll take a 3-minute break and come back. Tip-off will be on the way here shortly. Dakota's Best AM 1390.
Builders First Source is your trusted source for quality steel building supplied by Metal Sales Manufacturing. Metal Sales has superior service from high-volume production to high-end ultra-custom. Whether your project needs are straightforward or complex, the experts can walk you through every detail while keeping you on schedule and on budget. Stop into Builders First Source in Madison to discuss metal buildings, whether a repair or new. Builders First Source in Madison offers free estimates.
If you love The Office, but you don't want to stare at a screen all day, Bud's Cleanup Service in Madison has a perfect job for you. Join the amazing team at Bud's Cleanup Service. They're looking for applicants to work flexible hours in the office and route work. This position is 40 hours per week with overtime available, plus health, vision, life insurance, and PTO. feel accomplished and work outside with a great family-oriented business. Apply in person at Bud's Cleanup Service, 114 West Center Street in Madison, or email budscleanup@gmail.com.
Bank West in Madison knows what it takes to build a strong team. This is Tom Kaler, and for more than 130 years, we have earned long-term customer relationships by helping our customers and communities succeed. We pride ourselves in adapting to customer needs and providing top-notch customer service. Whether you prefer banking online, on your phone, or in person, we're here to help. Bank West in Madison is convenient, connected, committed, and proud supporters of area sports. Member FDIC.
MDL Madison has all your beverage needs. Pull up to the drive-thru window where you're always greeted with a smile. MDL has a large selection of fountain, bottle, and canned beverages, plus snacks, convenience store items, and gas pumps to top off your tank. MDL in Madison is open every morning at 5. Make sure to like MDL on Facebook to see more cheap prices every day, because discount is their middle name. MDL is where customers always go.
You love MDL. You love MDL. You love MDL.
Trust the licensed, insured, and guaranteed service of Bob's Electric in Madison. No matter if it's new or existing service upgrades, things like lighting, fixtures, and ceiling fans in farm, commercial, or residential areas, Bob's Electric can handle your electrical needs. They also offer 24-hour electrical emergency service. Bob's Electric serves Howard, Canova, Madison, and surrounding areas. Call 1-800-475-3006 and talk to your friends at Bob's Electric, serving Southeast South Dakota.
Buying a home is one of the largest investments many people will make in their lifetime. Weber Abstract will make your investment secure. Hi, I'm Kelly with Weber Abstract. For over 70 years, we have helped so many wonderful people build their trust in our services. We strive to continue that tradition for another 70 years. Call 256-4640 to speak with one of our local and knowledgeable staff that serves all of Lake County. You can also visit our website at weberabstract.com. Weber Abstract. Why go anywhere else?
And we're back here on Dakota's Best AM 1390. They're doing starting lineups on the court. We've already been through starting lineups here, so we are moments away from getting this one tipped off. Thank you, everyone, for joining us here, wherever you may be listening or watching on our YouTube channel. Also through the iHeartMedia and Aussie apps, online at AmazingMadison.com, or through your dial on Dakota's Best AM 1390. Yes, I did say dial. The Madison Bulldogs already been through it, but they are coming off of a 5-game losing streak. They're looking to get their first win in quite some time. It's been a minute since the Madison Bulldogs have gotten a victory. And when you get on these losing streaks, you begin to it becomes difficult because you feel like you're in practice, you're giving it your all every day, and the results aren't showing up on the court. And you just got to think one of these days, one of these games, that result is going to work in our favor. And you got to believe that, maybe tonight is that night. The Madison Bulldogs haven't gotten a victory since January 14th against Chester area, getting a 66-55 victory in the DSU shootout. We'll see if this becomes a shootout here tonight. Both teams, again, looking for that race to 50. It's got to think whoever gets to 50 first. If either team gets to 50, that's the team that comes out victorious here this evening. Lining up for the tip, Audrey Nelson. And believe that's Madeline Wenzel. And that's going to be batted back. Carly Lurs gets the tip and quickly inside. Passing outside to Gary beyond the wing. And she's going to pull it from 3 quickly. Hits it. Quick bucket in the first 10 seconds of action. Full court press. Ella Peterines guarding. And they're going to get Peterines on the foul on the inbound. First foul against Ella Peterines. Got to be careful. And they're showing full court press, trying to get that out. Passing off to Grindy, who's going to bring it past half court, or Grindy, that is. On the right wing. Now at the top of the key, back to Grindy. Passes it left. Now back to the top of the key, Grindy passing it back left to Wenzel. Wenzel throwing across the arc to an open Buckman. Buckman, she's going to pull it for 3. She answers with a 3 of her own. Zoe Gary inbounds it to Nelson. Nelson pass half court. Passes off to Peter Rhines. Peter Rhines left to Lurs on that left wing. Inside to Peter Rhines. Peter Rhines trying to put up something in the post. That's going to be blocked away. No foul called. Grindy driving. Puts up to the left-handed layup. That drops in. She has a chance for one more. So Grindy, with a chance to make this a three-point play, sends her to the Edward Jones free throw line. Brought to you by Edward Jones Insurance Madison. Let's plan for you and your family's future with Edward Jones. Help make the world a better place. That's Gary's first. And that one's going to roll in and out. Quickly rebounded by Hastings. We're going to bounce it back to Grindy. Stays inside, passes it left, and that corner three, no good there from Wenzel, who comes up with it on the ground. That's going to reset the shot clock. That's picked up and driving inside, no good there. Rebounded again as Wallingbull was trying to rip it away, and somehow Peter Rhines, I couldn't decipher the action in there, but Peter Rhines did come up with it. She's got it. She's going to pass it right out to Nelson. Nelson's going to hand it off to Gary. Gary's just going to shoot three. That one rolls off, no good there. Rebounded. Nelson picks it up. She's trying to get out to that left corner. Bounce passes it to Lurs. Lurs to Peter Rhines on the right side. Back to Lurs. Lurs looking. Passes it to Nelson. Nelson looked like she thought about the three, and so she's going to drive inside. Post up. No good there. That is going to send her to the Edward Jones free throw line, though. Scores 5-3. Bulldogs trail by 2. Eva Pearson called on the foul for the Mustangs. First shot no good there for the junior. Still 5-3 in the first 2 minutes of action here from Tri-Valley. The second one is going to, does that roll in? No good there. And that's going to be loose. Peter Rhines picks it up. Hits it back to Gary. Gary on top. Trying to get inside. Passes it off to Peter Rhines. Peter Rhines looking. Passes it left to Lurs on that deep left wing. Now back to Gary. Gary passes it to the top of the key. Nelson inside of Gary. Gary throws up the right hand. That one no good there. Rebounded, picked up by Wenzel. Wenzel, looks like she almost threw that at the face of Buckman, who just wasn't paying attention. Taken away by the Bulldogs. Peter Rhines has it on the left wing, inside to Nelson. Nelson trying to get inside the paint. Trying to post up. No foul called. Looked like she was trying to draw the foul. Didn't get it. Buckman now drives inside. Puts up the shot with the right hand. That's no good. Batted back. And Nelson tries coming away with the rebound. She doesn't. That's going to be a nice jump shot there. Doesn't come down, though, by Grindy. That's going to be knocked out of bounds. It's going to be Bulldog basketball. Be inbounded by Nelson to Gary. Nelson. Pass half court. Bounce passes it to Gary. Now back to the top of the key, Peter Rhines. Peter Rhines passes it right to Nelson. Score still 5-3. Back to Gary. Gary trying to drive. She wants to throw up a shot. That one, she gets her own shot back. She comes up short, but she was fouled on the way up. That's going to send Gary to the Edward Jones free throw line, brought to you by Edward Jones Insurance in Madison. Gary misses her first from the Edward Jones free throw line. No free throws have been made. It's Bulldogs are 0 for 3 so far on field goal attempts here in the early period. As the second one does roll in, it's back to 1 point game, 5-4. Inbounded to Buckman. Full court press from the Bulldogs. Nelson guarding. They pass it off. And now it's Wenzel. Wenzel gets to that right corner. Passes it right to Grindy. Grindy trying to drive inside. Bounce passes it left. Buckman pulls up for three. That one a little off kilter. But that's going to be rebounded. No good on the putback. Does she get the putback a second time? She does not. That's Emery Pearson. That was fouled on the way. That's going to send Emery Pearson to the Edward Jones free throw line. And there are 3 Pearsons on this Mustangs team. Emery misses her first. That one bounced up. Hoovy checks in now for the Mustangs. She checks in for Hillary Hastings. Bulldogs still have their original starting 5 out there. 4:34 still to go here on the Farmers Ag scoreboard. Pearson's hits her second free throw from the Edward Jones free throw line. Inbounded to Nelson. Nelson pass half court. Tries passing. It looks like she was looking in Peter Ryan's direction. Gets it off to Gary. Gary from the free throw line. That one drops in. Nice shot there from Gary. Ties the game up at 6-6. Peter Ryan's guarding. Grindy was almost unable to get that pass off, and now driving inside, loses it. Was Hoovy. Lurs trying to get out of there. Looks like another sub's coming in. This time, Ava Pearson coming in for Emery Pearson. Inbounded to Nelson. Nelson pass half court. Nelson passes it left to Lurs. Lurs trying to avoid the pressure, gets rid of it to Gary. Gary back to Nelson on top of the key. Nelson steps back. Thought about shooting. Instead, she's going to hand it off to Lurs. Lurs looks back left to Nelson. Nelson looks like she wants to pass. Instead, she's going to drive inside the paint. Tries putting up a shot herself. And she's fouled on the way. Drew the foul against Ava Pearson. That's teams 4. Sending Audrey Nelson to the Edward Jones free throw line. Misses her first attempt there. Game's tied at 6-6, 3:42 to go here in the first on the Farmers Ag scoreboard. Audrey Nelson trying to break the tie from the Edward Jones free throw line. And unable to do so there. That's rebounded by Steph Buckman. Buckman pass half court. Trying to drive inside, throws up the shot with the right hand. No good there. Rebounded with the one-handed by Pearson, who gets the putback. She just towered over Wallingbull. Wallingbull was in there trying to get the rebound. As Gary's pass goes out of bounds. Looked like a last touch of Mustang. Inaccurate on the pass there. But Bulldogs still able to retain possession. Ellie Ostis checks in for the first time. She's going to get off the inbound. She checks in for Wallingbull. Ostis passes it left to Nelson. Nelson looking in Lurs' direction on that left elbow. Lurs drives inside. Going to hand it off to Peter Rines. Peter Rines trying to fight for it. And they're going to call jump. Well, it's jump ball Mustangs. Full court press again, trying to keep her in the corner. They pass it off now to Sorensen. Sorensen passes it to Pearson. Nelson with the block. That's going to send Pearson to the Edward Jones free throw line. Foul called. Chance for 2 now for Pearson. Doinks off the front of the rim. Under 3 to go here in the first on the Farmers Ag scoreboard. Ava Pearson with a chance for 1 more now from the Edward Jones free throw line. And that one, no good as well. Rebounded by Gary. Gary. Pass half court. Passes off right to Ostis. Ostis looking. Passes it to Peter Rines. Peter Rines hands it off to Gary on the deep right side. Gary drives inside, gets to the low post, passes it to top Gary. Gary pulls up for 3. She hits it from downtown. Gary 2 for 3 tonight from beyond the arc. Buckman passes it off now to Grindy, pass half court. Buckman open for 3, and she responds with a 3 of her own. Each of Gary's 2 3-point attempts have been answered by Tri-Valley, by Buckman with 3-point attempts of their own. As Ostis gets the rebound, she's trying to get the putback. Doesn't. And they're going. That went out of bounds. 2:02 still to go. Bulldogs trail by 2. It's 11-9. Inbounded by Hoovy. Sorensen gets it. It falls on the ground. Peter Rines on the ground for it. And that's going to be Bulldog basketball. Coach Maxine Unbrunner like that. going to be inbounded by Gary to Nelson. Nelson pass half court. Passes left to Peter Hines. Peter Hines on that left wing. Passes it to top of the key, Ostis. Ostis looking, passes it right, Nelson. Nelson on the right wing. Going to step back, shoots three, and that one, rolls in and out. Had the shot, just didn't want to roll in. On the right side is Hoovy, passing it left to Grindy. Grindy, left corner. 3 for Sorensen, no good there. Rebounded by Pearson, who gets the putback. She's got another putback here tonight. It's 13-9 Mustangs. Gary, pass half court. Passes it left off to Nelson. Nelson off to Lurge. At the tail of the Mustang logo. And high pass over the head of Gary. That's going to be taken away off the fumble by Pearson. They're going to pass it left off to Grindy. Grindy trying to drive inside, spin around. That's going to be blocked away. And Nelson comes up with it. Nice block and steal just to snag that one away. Under 45 seconds to go here in the first. Bulldogs trail 13-9. Ostis has it on the left wing, passes it off to Lurge. Lurge hands it to the top of the key, Nelson. Nelson had the screen set up by Gary. She's going to drive inside, tries posting up, no good there. Rebounded by Ostis. Ostis with the putback. Smaller than everybody else out there, but she was still able to find enough space to put that one up. Now left corner, open three for Hoovy. No good there. As Ostis again tried coming up with the rebound instead, is going to be Buckman who gets that one inside the paint. It's 15-11 Mustangs. 7 seconds to go here in the first. Gary pass half court. Hands it off to Nelson. Nelson wants to drive in there. And that one's going to be blocked away at the last second. And that's going to bring an end to the first here on Dakota's Best AM 1390. Bulldogs trail 15-11 after one. We're going to take a 60-second timeout, come back with the start of second here, KJM.
Kinsley Funeral Home is family-owned for nearly 80 years, serving the Madison, Salem, Hartford, and surrounding areas. Offering funeral, cremation, and traditional services, Andy and Laura of Kinsley Funeral Home, Hartford Chapel in Hartford, Kinsley Funeral Home in Salem, and Kinsley Funeral Home in Madison are always there to help you with any planning or questions you may have. Without cost or obligation, Andy and Laura can provide facts about pre-need funeral planning. Kinsley Funeral Home in Madison, Salem, and Hartford.
First Interstate Bank in Madison has a mission to help you and your money work better together. A vision to help you every day with your money goals and values people first while also seeking greatness, integrity, celebrating success, and a commitment to the community. First Interstate Bank in Madison has many personal banking options for you to choose from, including checking and savings accounts, home, auto, or construction loans, plus wealth management services and business accounts. See how they can help you today by visiting firstinterstatebank.com. Welcome back up here to Madison Discount Liquor Broadcast booth. We're getting ready for the start of the second quarter where the Bulldogs trail 15-11 here against Tri-Valley. It's been aggressive so far. A couple three-pointers from Zoe Gary. Eliastis had a nice putback shot. Right now, Bulldogs trail by 4. It's going to be inbounded by Davey. Davey trying to get away from Peter Hines. Passes it off left. Now to Wenzel. Wenzel to the top of the key. Now right back to Davey. Davey thought she had a shot. She's going to pull up, and that one's bouncing off. No good there. He's going to come up with rebound. It is Nelson with the rebound. Rebound with her, or Nelson with her 6-foot frame, able to go up for that rebound. Ostis on the left wing. Passes it to the top of the key. Now Lur. She's going to pull it from 3. She hits it. Bulldogs within 1. It's 15-14. Wenzel, deep at the top of the key. Being guarded by Nelson, passes it right off to Sorensen. Sorensen trying to get inside of that right elbow. They're going to pass it left now. Back to Wenzel. Wenzel drives inside the paint, trying to put the shot with the right hand. That one no good there. Foul called, though. And foul. That's going to be foul against Nelson. Team 5th. I think that's her second. That's going to send Wenzel to the Edward Jones free throw line where she hits her first. And that's the Edward Jones free throw line brought to you by Edward Jones Insurance Madison. It's planned for you and your family's future with Edward Jones, helping make the world a better place. Wenzel with a chance for one more now from the Edward Jones free throw line. That one drains in, nothing but net there. Nelson gets off the inbound. Bulldogs trail by 3, 17-14. Passes it right to Ostis. Ostis on the right wing, looking, passes it to the top of the key. Lurs inside to Nelson. Nelson looks like she's going to pass in. She is. Lurs passes it left now to Gary. Gary on the left wing. Passes it back to Lurs, and that one poked away. Lurs keeps in bounds. High pass to Nelson. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Ostis, no good on that shot there from the top of the key. It's rebounded, picked up by the Mustangs. On the left side, Sorensen. Sorensen now drives inside the paint. She's going to lose it, picked up by Peter Hines. Peter Hines is going to pass it off to Nelson. Nelson at the top of the key. Passes it right to Lurs. Lurs, ball up high. Passes it left to Gary. Gary passes it left side, Nelson. Nelson passes it inside to Lurs. Lurs drives the baseline, gets it out to Peter Hines. Peter Hines, Nelson. Nelson pulls up for 3. That one bounces off. No good there. Rebounded by Hastings. Not terrible looks on the shots here tonight. Just some of them haven't been able to fall in. That's 2 3-pointers now for Nelson that she hasn't been able to hit. But I didn't mind either of those shots for her. As Hastings tries pulling up for 3 in that right corner, she's no good. That's going to be rebounded by Ostis in the left corner. Passed out to Gary. Gary's going to bring it past half court. Gary passes it left off to Peter Hines. Peter Hines looking to pass it inside to Lurs. Lurs inside the paint. Puts that one up. No good there. That one's going to go out of bounds. Who the last touch? Lurs. They're going to get Lurs on a foul. As Buckman is one of the new Mustangs to come into the game. It's going to be inbounded to Grindy. Grindy passes it off right. Now Hastings, right corner, inside, blocked away by Gary. And that one went off of Pearson last before going out of bounds. Nice defensive play there by Gary. Turning that ball over. Bulldogs still trail by 3. A little over 5 minutes to go here in the half on the Farmers X scoreboard. Lurs on the left wing. Passes it high to Ostis. Ostis brings in with the right hand. Passes it right to Nelson. Nelson on the right wing. Nelson looking to pass it off high to Gary. Gary pulls up the shot with the left or right hand. No good there. Knocked out of bounds. Grindy knocks that one out of bounds. So that's going to be Bulldog basketball. Shot clock resets at 35 seconds. Gary high to Nelson. Nelson in the low post. Passes it off to Gary. Gary, she wants to drive inside. She's going to pull up. And a little too quick on that shot. Rebounded there by the Mustangs. Now driving is Grindy. Grindy steps through, and she finds a lane, takes advantage, puts up the shot with the left hand. It's 19-14 Mustangs. Bulldogs pass it right to Ostis. Ostis on the right wing. Bounce passes it to Gary at the top of the key. She's going to pull up. She wants to answer. That one bounces off the front of the rim. No good there, as that one's going to fall in the hands of Wenzel of Mustangs. Buckman passes it back to Grindy in the right corner. No good on the 3. And what do they call there? They call offensive foul. So offensive foul call. That's going to be Bulldog basketball with 4:09 to go here. Farmers X scoreboard. It's going to be inbounded to Gary. Gary bats it back to Nelson. Nelson pass half court. Passes it left off to Peter Hines. Peter Hines inside Gary. She spins away, takes a shot. That one jumps in. It's 19-16, back to a 3-point game. Gary, she's got to have at least 8 points tonight, I'd imagine, as that one's going to be knocked out of bounds by a Bulldog. Mustangs ball with 27 seconds left on the shot clock. It's Grindy. Passing it left, and now continuing pass the left to Wenzel. Wenzel on the left wing. Passes it across the arc, and now back to Grindy. Grindy, she's going to throw up the shot. No good there, as Nelson rips that one away. She goes up for that one in traffic for the rebound. Nelson Looking to pass it. Who's she going to pass it off to? That one's going to be taken away by Buckman. Buckman spins around. She puts up the shot with the right hand. That drops in, and foul called. She's going to have a chance for a three-point play. Buckman going to head to the Edward Jones free throw line. Brought by Edward Jones Insurance. As Tri-Valley's now in the bonus as well. Something to keep an eye on here with fouls. Still 3:19 to go here in the first half. Buckman to shoot one more to make this three-point play, and she does not convert on it. Gary tried coming down with the rebound. That one is going to be Bulldog basketball. Last touch in Mustang before going out of bounds. It's 21-16. Nelson passes it off right to Ossis. Ossis passes it inside Peter Rhines. Peter Rhines passes it to Lurs. Lurs to Nelson. Nelson on the left elbow. Pulls up from the free throw line. That one rolls off left. Rebounded by Gary. She's going to put up a shot now. No good there. That time rebounded by Wenzel. Wenzel hands it off to Grindy. Grindy drives inside. She finds an open lane. She takes a shot a little high. Who's going to come up with that rebound? Ostis tried coming up with the rebound. She was no good. That's going to be on the ground before passing that back off to Grindy. Grindy's going to pull up for three. That one sinks in. It's 24-16. Nelson, pass half court. Can pass it. Now Ostis on the right wing has it. Ostis passes it to around the arc to Gary. Gary trying to drive. Foul called. That's going to be a foul against the Mustangs. So Gary to inbound it. They reset that shot clock as well. Gary trying to get it off. She does to Nelson. Nelson passes it back to Gary. Gary steps back for three. No good there. Rebounded by Peter Rhines. Peter Rhines tried to get in the putback. She's no good. That's going to be picked up and rebounded by Wenzel. Wenzel hands it off to Buckman. Buckman drives inside. Passes out off left. Now driving Hoovy. Hoovy to Grindy at the top of the key. Passing off right to Buckman. Buckman passes inside and no good on the shot. But foul called. That's going to send Pearson to the Edward Jones free throw line. Brought to you by Edward Jones Insurance in Madison. Let's plan for you and your family's future with Edward Jones and make the world a better place. Pearson with the chance for two. Now, first one does not hit. Caitlin Schulenberg checks in for the first time. She's subbing in for Nelson. As a second free throw comes up a little short. So 0 for 2 from that attempt there for Pearson from the Edward Jones free throw line. Bulldogs trail by 8. It's 24-16 with 2 minutes to go here on the Farmers Jack scoreboard. Gary brings it past half court. Passes off right to Ostis. Ostis looking, scanning. Going to drive across the arc now. Now Gary gets on the left corner. She's going to pull up from three. She hits that one for her third three of the evening. Thank you, Guy, for blocking the shot. Always love that. Driving inside, Buckman. Buckman passes it to Grindy. Grindy with the left hand finds a lane. She's no good. Rebounded by Lurs. Lurs trying to squeeze through. Passes it off to Gary. Under 90 seconds to go. As that one's going to be poked away, Gary saves that from being a turnover. Gets it back to Lurs. Lurs had the open shot. That one does not go in, but pinning her along the back or that back line, able to get the pass off, and now jump shot there. No good. Rebounded by Lurs. That's going to be Bulldog possession. Bulldogs with the they're in the bonus as well. So I believe that's going to send Lurs to the Edward Jones free throw line. Bulldogs trail by 5, 24-19 rather. Here's the score on the Farmers Jack scoreboard. Lurs from the Edward Jones free throw line. Hits her first. Got a chance for one more now from the Edward Jones free throw line to make this a 3-point game. 1:06 still to go on the Farmers Jack scoreboard. And that one bounces back. No good there. Buckman gets the rebound, passing it to an open Hoovy. Hoovy trying to get there. Nice transition defense by Ostis. They're going to pass it off, and no good there. Schoenberg gets the rebound. Gary, deep pass to Lurs. Lurs back to Peter Hines. Peter Hines drives inside, puts up the shot. She's going to be blocked and foul called. We're going to call the foul against Buckman, and that's going to send Peter Hines to the Edward Jones free throw line with 48.7 seconds to go here on the Farmers X scoreboard. Peter Hines hits her first. That was clean. Got a chance for one more now from the Edward Jones free throw line. Emery Pearson now subs in for Ava Pearson. As Peter Hines misses her second shot, rebounded by Gary. Gary puts the shot back up, no good there, as that's going to be picked up and rebounded by Sorensen. Sorensen, Buckman. Buckman passes that outside right, an open shot there for Wenzel, comes up short. That's going to fall on the ground. Who's going to come up with it? Looks like Peter Hines might have it. They're going to call a jump ball. Bulldogs. 32.2 seconds to go. Bulldogs trail by 3. Both teams in the bonus. Tri-Valley up 24-21. Inbounded to Peter Hines. Bounce back to Gary. Gary passes it off left to Ostis. Ostis bounce passes it to Lurs. Lurs with open shot at the top of the key. Comes up a little short. Schoenberg was trying to keep that in bounds. No good there. A little short on that three-point attempt from Lurs. Shot clock off. 15 seconds to go here on the Farmers X scoreboard. Buckman brings past half court slowly. Now under 10 seconds. She's going to drive inside, puts up the shot with the right hand. That one falls down. No good. They're rebounded by Gary. Gary's got 2 seconds to get past half court. She's at half court, puts up the shot. That one, oh, no good there. We're going to go into halftime with the Bulldogs trailing by 3. As that buzzer took forever to go off, but we are getting off here. Getting you ready for your Wilbur Ellis halftime show. Bulldogs down 24-21. Definitely in this one as we go into halftime. We'll be back with our Wilbur Ellis halftime show on the way. 3 minutes. Jim or Dakota's Best AM 1390.
Wilbur Ellis is a leading provider of innovative solutions in seed technology, as well as plant protection and nutrition. Wilbur Ellis, located in Chester, South Dakota, providing Asgrow and DeKalb brands, various field applications, and local plot data, can provide you with expert advice for your acres. Grow smart and reduce loss. Let Wilbur Ellis address your challenges. Contact your Wilbur Ellis representative at 489-2171. At Wilbur Ellis, they never stop looking ahead.
At Montgomery's in Madison, Sioux Falls, Watertown, and Aberdeen, you'll not only find high-quality furniture, you'll also find a large selection of flooring, custom window fashions, a wide variety of unique artwork and accessories, and of course, their complimentary interior design service. For personal service, shop your local Montgomery store today and discover that they're more than just your furniture store. Visit them online at montgomerys.com because you deserve more. Montgomery's wishes the Madison Bulldogs good luck in this game.
As an award-winning critical access hospital, Madison Regional Health System is committed to providing quality health care close to home. Our healthcare system has over 270 knowledgeable and skilled employees who are dedicated to providing exceptional health care to you and your loved ones. For over 135 years, Madison Regional Health System has made your health our priority, and we have been honored to serve and support our local athletes. Go Bulldogs.
When looking for flowers for someone, or maybe it's a gift to yourself for your home or office, stop by the Floral Shop in Madison. They can help you choose the right flower arrangement. Tell someone they're amazing, pick out something sweet and simple, or just show your love to that special someone with fresh, beautiful flowers from the Floral Shop in Madison. Visit the Floral Shop in Madison online at floralshopmadison.com to see their fresh flowers for all occasions and other great gift ideas.
There's nothing like watching the sun rise over your fields, the smell of hope in the air. At Mustang Seeds, we're ready to help you plan for the next planting season and committed to boosting your yields and increasing your profitability with quality seed genetics customized to your farm ground and your way of farming. Lock in preseason cash discounts, rewards, and competitive pricing by contacting your local Mustang DSM or dealer. Mustang Seeds, plant with pride.
Trust your farming operation with the locally owned and operated Farmers Ag Center of Madison. With their state-of-the-art facility, Farmers Ag Center offers trusted advice when it comes to fertilizer, seed, and crop protection products. Area producers can expect accurate and timely advice, including efficient delivery and application of products during all seasons. Locally owned and operated Farmers Ag Center of Madison. The leaders in the field, the leaders in customer service. Proud to serve area farmers and proud to support area communities.
And welcome in to your Wilbur Ellis halftime show, brought to you by Wilbur Ellis and Chester. Contact your local field experts today to help you grow smart, increase productivity, and reduce loss. Wilbur Ellis, where they never stop looking ahead. The Madison Bulldogs, they only trail by 3 at the half. It's been competitive. It's been back and forth. Pretty big three-pointers that have been made by Zoe Gary. She's hit 3 from that range so far. She finishes off the half with 14 points. And then other point getters for the Bulldogs so far, Ellie Ostis with 2. Cheyenne Wallingbull, they have her marked down for 3. I don't recall Wallingbull getting a bucket. Carly Lurs at 4. And then Ella Peterines apparently at 1. Audrey Nelson does not have any points up on the scoreboard yet. She had a couple good looks from three-point range. They just didn't want to sink in. The first one that comes to mind for me is the one that went in and out. She had a nice, clean look. You really couldn't ask for much better. It just didn't want to go in. Nelson already in a little bit of foul trouble. She's at 3 fouls so far here in that first half, and that's pretty early. That's happened a couple times this season where she'll get into that foul trouble. She'll get and then she's got to be taken out of the game for a little bit because she's getting in that trouble. So with her aggressive style play, that's unfortunately going to happen. And if they can calm that down a little bit, if they don't call the fouls, some of the fouls against her seem kind of ticky-tack, in my opinion. It is what it is. But right now, Madison trails by 3, even with Audrey Nelson having 0 points on the scoreboard is still pretty impressive nonetheless. Leading the way for Tri-Valley right now, they're a little bit more balanced. Steph Buckman has 10 points so far. Lauren Grindy has 7. Ava Pearson with 4. And then Emery Pearson has 1. It's been back and forth. Bulldogs, I don't think they've had a lead. No, they had the early lead. They got the lead early. Tri-Valley's held the lead for most of the game, though. Tri-Valley hasn't led by anything more than 5, maybe 6. It's been mostly all Tri-Valley, but Bulldogs have been hanging in there, and they just got to keep their heads up high. Don't get down on themselves, and keep shooting your shots. Eventually, those shots are going to go in. Almost every basketball coach I talk to mentions the law of averages. So at some point, you got to believe that, if you're a shooter who typically makes those shots, they're going to fall in. They're going to sink eventually. So you just got to keep shooting your shot. Let's take another break. We'll come back in 1 minute, take a look at some other scores going around our area. We'll be back in 1 minute on your Wilbur Ellis Halftime Show.
Let's be real. You make things. You grow things. You do things. You want things. And that's where we come in. We're First Bank and Trust, a community bank that understands the unique needs of our community and the people who make it great. First Bank and Trust is just the right size to make big things possible while making sure the small things never feel that way. First Bank and Trust. Real banking. Real easy. Member FDIC. Equal Opportunity Lender.
In this moment, who has your back? Do you know the name of your insurance agent? Does your agent know your name? Or would you call a 1-800 number that connects you with who? Another state? Another country? Get a local independent insurance agent with Auto Owners Insurance. Someone you can call when bad stuff happens. In this moment, get an agent who will protect you in that moment. Visit Conrad Williams Insurance in Madison today.
Welcome back to your Wilbur Ellis Halftime Show here on DeGo's Best AM 1390. Only a couple games going on at the moment in girls basketball, including the game that we have on our FM station right now, FM 103.1 Jam and Country. ORR at Howard. Howard, the girls' team, is up 27-12 at the end of the first half. There, you can listen to that one again on FM 103.1 Jam and Country. Gregory, 47-27 over White River. Wagner with the 43-7 lead at the half over Irene Wakanda. Hill City, 44-22 against Kadoka area. I think I said that right. Hills Beaver Creek, Minnesota, and Alcester Hudson tied at 33 apiece at the half. Mobridge Pollock got the 58-47 victory over Aberdeen Roncalli. Hamlin up 51-21 over Millbank at the start of the second half there. And as we get ready for the start of the second half here, the Madison Bulldogs trail 24-21. The Aberdeen Roncalli thing reminded me the Dakota or the DAC 12 NEC Clash matchups for this upcoming weekend. On Saturday, those matchups are online. You can find those on our website online at amazingmadison.com. We have those up and ready, including the Bulldogs matchup for Saturdays on there as well. This has been your Wilbur Ellis halftime show. Wilbur Ellis specializing in dry and liquid fertilizers, DeKalb and Astro seeds, and custom application of fertilizers. Contact them today, 489-2171. Wilbur Ellis, where they never stop looking ahead. We're going to take our final break. We'll be back in 30 seconds with the start of the second half here, Dakota's Best AM 1390.
Heartland Energy is your hometown power provider, delivering affordable and reliable energy and services to the city of Madison and surrounding areas. Heartland offers a number of programs to help their customers grow and thrive and wants to be your trusted partner if you're looking to expand your business or if you're in need of low-interest financing. Call Heartland Energy today to explore your options at 605-256-6536. Delivering power with a purpose, Heartland Energy is dedicated to delivering reliable energy and services to the city of Madison.
And we're back here in the Madison Discount Liquor broadcast booth. They're getting ready for the start of the second half. Here, the Madison Bulldogs trail, but only by 3. It's definitely still a game for Madison as they're looking to end their current 5-game losing streak. They trailed 24-21. Let's see how they respond and come back here in the second half. It's going to be inbounded. Whoops. I have no idea how I did that there. Top of the key, pulling up for 3, sinks it in. Is Grindy. As Mustangs have extended their lead. Zoe Gary with the ball on the right side. She's trying to drive inside. Thought about stepping back, passes off left to Peter Rhines. Peter Rhines appeared she was going to drive the baseline, try passing it off now to Lurs. Pass a little inaccurate there. That one's going to roll out of bounds. Looked like a last touch of Mustang, though. So Gary to inbound it with 19 seconds left on the shot clock for the Bulldogs. Gary, high pass to Nelson. Nelson still without a point in this half. Does she get it here? That's going to be blocked away. She was looked like she was trying to potentially draw a foul. Didn't get it. She's had a couple of those today. Grindy passes it left and now inside. Spinning away. Called on the travel. Looks like she was trying. The travel definitely need to be called there. She put that ball against her head and spun away with it. She was trying to give away from Wallowing Bull, who was there in the post. So Nelson passes it off to Gary. Gary on the right side. Gary going to hand. No, I thought she was going to hand it off. Now she does bounce pass, or not bounce pass it. She does pass it off to Peter Rhines. That's going to be intended for Wallowing Bull, taken away by Pearson. Jump ball called. And it's going to be jump ball Madison. It's going to be inbounded by Lurs. 20 seconds left on the shot clock. Lurs looking, gets it off to Nelson. Nelson takes a step back, and she gets her first points tonight. She's on the board with 2. As they want to pass it off. Buckman, no good there on that shot inside the post there from Wenzel. Try putting up the right hand. She's no good. It's 27-23. Bulldogs pass it left to Peter Rhines. Peter Rhines looking. She's scanning. Passes the left to Lurs. Lures inside of Walling Bolt. Walling Bolt puts a shot up inside the post, and she is good for 2. They're going to pass it off now to Buckman. Buckman passes it right. Now left. Open. Hastings passing it left to corner. Buckman. Buckman no good. That's going to be knocked out of bounds as Pearson was trying to get the rebound. Knocked out. Looked like Nelson knocked that one out, so that's going to be inbounded now by Wenzel. Wenzel looking. She gets it to Hastings in that right corner. She steps back, passes it left to Grindle. Sorry, Grindy. And that shot, no good there. She goes high, or tries throwing that one high in there. She was fouled on the way up. So I was going to send Grindy to the Edward Jones free throw line for a chance at 2. Again, the Edward Jones free throw line brought to you by Edward Jones Insurance in Madison. Let's plan for you and your family's future with Edward Jones. Help make the world a better place. First one sinks in. Back to a 3-point game, 28-25. Grindy with a chance for one more now from the Edward Jones free throw line. That one rolls in eventually. It's 29-25. Inbounded to Nelson. Nelson brings it past half court. Passes it off right to Peter Hines. Peter Hines looks to Nelson. Passes it left to Gary. Gary drives inside. Drives the baseline. Throws up the shot with the right hand. And that's going to send her to the Edward Jones free throw line. She draws a foul. They're going to call the foul against Hillary Hastings. Gary sinks her first. She got a chance for one more now from the Edward Jones free throw line. It's a 3-point game currently, 29-26 is Tri-Valley's lead. As the second one bounces, rolls in. It's 2-point game, 29-27. Grindy, pass half court. Passes it right to Wenzel. Wenzel inside. Pearson. Pearson puts up the shot. No good there. Guarded by Wallingbull. Rebound by Lurs. Lurs passes off to Nelson. Nelson is going to pass the left to Peter Hines. Peter Hines scanning. Looks left to Nelson on the left wing. Bounce pass inside to Gary. Gary steps up for the shot. No good there. That's going to be rebounded by Hastings. Looked like Gary was just trying to make something there on that shot. Grindy on the right wing. Passes it off to Buckman. Buckman looks left. She's going to pass it up to Hastings. Hastings to Wenzel. Top of the key. Now Buckman on the right wing. Grindy. Grindy right corner. Pulls up for 3. Drains it. 32-27. Under 5 to go here in the third quarter on the Farmers X scoreboard. Nelson. Pass half court. Passing it left off to Peter Hines. Peter Hines left to Gary. Gary inside Nelson. Nelson trying to put up the shot. That one rolls in and out. She just had some bad luck tonight in terms of her shooting. As there's a little stop and go, and that one no good on the shot from Pearson. That's going to send her to the Edward Jones free throw line, though. Who gets called on the foul? They're going to get Nelson. That's Nelson's 4th foul. As Pearson hits her first from the Edward Jones free throw line. Ostis subs in now for Nelson. With 4:26 still to go here in the third on the Farmers X scoreboard. Pearson, second one does not go in. Rebounded by Wallingbull. Wallingbull hands it off to Gary. Gary bring it past half court. She does, and that one intended for Ostis, taken away. Ostis in transition, trying to put post up, and that shot going to be good from Wenzel. It's 35-27, and timeout is going to be called. Coach Underbrunner wants a timeout. We're going to take one as well. Bulldogs trail 35-27, 4:03 to go here in the third on the Farmers X scoreboard. We'll be back in 30. Goes Best AM 1390.
Today's housing market can move quickly, and that's why First Premier Bank has developed a streamlined mortgage process to move your financing through the system as efficiently as possible. From our convenient online application to the day you close, our mortgage bankers are committed to providing personal and responsive service. We want to make your home happen by making the mortgage process as easy as possible. Apply Apply online at firstpremier.com/home. First Premier Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
And we're back here in the Madison Discount Liquor broadcast booth. Tri-Valley Mustangs lead by 8 here in the third quarter. 35-27 is the score. Bulldogs got it back within 2, but it's been quite the run here from Tri-Valley lately. As that's what really prompted Coach Underbrunner to call her timeout, trying to get everyone in focus. Audrey Nelson was called on her 4th foul. We'll see how the Bulldogs respond. Eliastis in for Nelson. She inbounds it to Gary. Gary to bring it past half court. Going to pass it off left to Ostis. Ostis inside of Peter Hines. Peter Hines spinning around, trying to put up the shot. That one's going to roll over the rim. No good there. Rebounded by Pearsons. Pearsons to Buckman. Buckman driving. Passes it right to Grindy. Grindy pulls up from 3. She's a little short there. Ball's on the ground. Who's going to come up with it? Looks like Walling Bull maybe. No, that's going to be Hastings for Tri-Valley, who comes up with the ball on the ground. Hastings to inbound it for the Mustangs. Quickly to Grindy. Grindy pulls up from 3. That one, no good there. Rebounded. Peter Hines puts on the floor. She rips it away. She's trying to get in transition. Peter Hines puts up the shot. That one, left hook in and good. 35-29. Buckman pass half court. Passes it right. And now for 3 for Huvie. No good there. Who's going to come up with that rebound? Ostis has it between her legs. She comes up with it. And she's trying to rip that away. Jump ball. That's going to be jump ball. Eliastis able to help the Bulldogs get possession there. Subbing in now is Haley Sorensen for Hillary Hastings. Ostis inbounds it to Gary. Gary pass half court. Passes it off to Ostis and a little in front of Ostis there. Had the ball taken away. Foul going to be called. I think they called the foul against Peter Hines. Looks like Nelson is getting ready to sub back in. Who's she going? Nelson subs in for Ostis. So Nelson subs back in with 3 minutes to go here in the third. Bulldogs down by 6. She already has 4 fouls. Bring up half court is Grindy. Grindy making her way around the key. Passes it right now to Huvie. Huvie inside Buckman. Buckman puts up the shot with the right hand. That one drains in and good. 37-29. Nelson pass half court. She makes her way to the right side now. She comes back left. Gets it to Lurs. Lurs on the left wing. Passes it to Peter Hines inside the paint. Peter Hines trying to get to that right side of the low post. And what do they call there? They call foul. Looked like foul called against Buckman maybe of Tri-Valley. It's going to be inbounded by the Bulldogs with a new shot clock. 2:27 to go here. The Farmers Act scoreboard. Gary inbounds it quickly to Nelson. Nelson looking to pass as she does to Lurs at the top of the key inside to Gary. Gary spins away with the right hand. That one falls in. She's good for 2 more. It's 37-31. Grundy passes it left off to Huvie. Huvie to Buckman. Buckman inside. That one pass intended for Pearson was poked away by Walling Bull. That one last touch. Walling Bull on his way out of bounds. We inbounded with 24 seconds left on the shot clock. Inbounded to Grindy. Grindy had the screen set up. She steps back. Pulls up. No good there. Nelson jumps up for that rebound. Nelson. Pass half court. Passes it left to Lurs. Lurs looks inside of Peter Hines. Peter Hines in the low post. Trying to get inside and puts up that shot. Nice right-handed shot there. 37-33, 1:38 to go here in the third on the Farmers X scoreboard. Bulldogs were down by 8. They trying to fight back They are down by 4 now as Grindy tries getting inside the paint. And that one travel called as she tried driving into traffic. Winslow checks in now for Buckman. 1:25 to go here on the Farmers X scoreboard in this third quarter. Bulldogs trail 37-33. Nelson pass half court. Trying to get pass off to Gary. She does. Gary puts up the shot. That one hits. 37-35. It's a 2-point game with a little over a minute to go here in the third. Grindy at the top of the key. Passes it left. Now they're going to continue passing it left off to Wenzel. Wenzel left wing for Sorsen. Sorsen drives. That one looked to be blocked away. Wallingbull comes up with it. Under a minute to go here in the third. Nelson pass half court. 50 seconds left here in the third quarter on the Farmers X scoreboard. Passes it inside to Lurs. Lurs steps back on that right elbow. Gets it to Peter Rhines on the left elbow. Peter Rhines back to Lurs. Lurs open three from the right wing. That one hits! Bulldogs take the lead, 38-37. Grindy with 30 seconds left. About less than a full second separates the shot and game clock. Grindy drives inside. No good there. Who's a foul going to be called on? And I don't know about that. They're calling that foul on Nelson. I don't think that should be on Nelson. That's her fifth. Underbrunner trying to figure out what's going on. Nelson trying to plead her case. Underbrunner and Nelson both trying to plead her case because Nelson, that's her foul. That's her fifth. Underbrunner visibly upset, and understandably so. First of all, I didn't think that should be a foul. Secondly, I didn't think that was against Nelson. Officials think otherwise. That is going to send Grindy to the Edward Jones free throw line for a chance at two. Hits her first, ties game back up. It's 38-38. I thought Lurs, if anyone, was the one that committed that foul. Second one. Breaks the tie. It's 39-38. Tri-Valley, 24 seconds to go. Gary trying to bring it past half court. Passes it off left to Lurs. Lurs has it poked away. Grindy in transition. That shot up. No good there. Rebounded by Lurs. She was looking for the foul. She's being pinned against that backcourt line. 6 seconds to go. Gary, pass half court. Trying to get a shot off. Steps back for three. That one bounces. No good there. Had the open look. Didn't want to fall in. Bulldogs were down by 8. They're only down by 1 now with 8 minutes to go here on the Farmers X scoreboard. We head into the fourth. Should be an exciting final quarter. We'll be back in 60 seconds here at Dakota's Best AM 1390.
Hey Bulldogs, it's Des with Anytime Fitness. Start the new year off right with the best club in town. We have personal training, group training, a free app, virtual workouts, and unlimited tanning. Enrollment is just $1 now through the end of January. Let's make healthy happen together. Go Bulldogs!
The time has come to make that much-needed addition to your home. Colton Lumber Company has all the expertise and supplies you need. They strive to provide you with a broad range of high-quality products at the most competitive prices. Colton Lumber Company knows that when you build, remodel, or repair, you want it to last. So do they, because their reputation is built on your satisfaction. Stop in and see Mike or Kent at Colton Lumber Company, a proud sponsor of area athletics.
And we're back here in the Madison Discount Liquor broadcast booth for the start of the final period. The Madison Bulldogs went into halftime down 3. And throughout that third quarter, Bulldogs got back within 2. They then let Tri-Valley go on a run. Madison answered with a run of their own, gaining the lead. Audrey Nelson was then fouled out. Mustangs lead by 1, 39-38. At the top of the key, they're going to pass it right to Hastings. Hastings passes it right now to Wenzel. Wenzel right to Buckman. Buckman on the right wing. Drives inside. Puts up the shot with the right hand. That's no good there. He comes up with that rebound. Gary was there for the rebound. And that's going to be a foul, I believe, against Hastings, who tried coming up with, who pretty much came right in front of Gary. to try to snag that rebound away from her. It's Bulldogs basketball. Lurs trying to get past half court. Gary sets up a screen for Lurs. Lurs trying to pass it off. Does left to Ostis. Ostis deep on the left side. Passes it away. Gary fadeaway shot. No good there. Ostis keeps it. Bulldog possession inbound or keeps the rebound. Passes it to Wallingbull. Wallingbull puts up the shot. She's in. Chance for one more from the Edward Jones free throw line. Bulldogs now lead 40-39 and a chance for one more from that Edward Jones free throw line. Brought to you by Edward Jones Insurance in Madison. It's planned for you and your family's future with Edward Jones. So make the world a better place. Hits it. 41-39. It's a 2-point game. Bulldogs lead. Buckman, pass half court. Buckman passes it off left. Now driving inside, it's Wenzel. Wenzel passes it right now back to Buckman on the right side. She's going to drive and, or is she going to? And they're going to get Peter Hines on a foul. Peter Hines has got to be close in terms of fouls as well. That's got to be her third or her fourth, I believe, for Peter Hines. Could be wrong. It could be a third, but I know she's up there in terms of fouls. Mustangs inbound it. It's Grindy at the top of the key, passing it left to Buckman. Buckman trying to get a shot off. She's going to take and blocked away. Thought she had the open look. Gary denied it. Gary passed half court. Gets to the left side. She's going to pull up for three, and that one no good there. Rebound by Peter Hines. Peter Hines puts up the putback, and no good there. So empty possession there for the Bulldogs. They still lead by 2. It's Grindy on the right wing being guarded by Lurs. Passes it right to Buckman. Buckman had the screen set up. She's going to get it inside, and Gary with the steal. Lurked him like a hawk. Snagged that one away. As Gary passes it off to Lurs. Lurs passes it inside to Peter Hines. Peter Hines in the low post, spins away, puts up the shot, and that one drops in for 2 more. Bulldogs with the 43-39 lead. Tri-Valley wants a timeout. We'll take one as well. 6:11 to go here in the fourth quarter. Farmers Egg scoreboard. Bulldogs lead 43-39. We'll be back in 30. Dakota's Best AM 1390.
Rusty and Wyman Funeral Chapel is honored to serve local and area families in their time of need when experiencing the passing of a loved one. Mark Rustan and staff at Rustan Wyman Funeral Chapel are committed to providing the highest quality of care and services for all families who are entrusted in their care. They pride themselves on taking the time to create meaningful, appropriate, personalized services for each and every family they serve in their time of need. Mark Rustan and staff at Rustan Wyman Funeral Chapel is here for you today, tomorrow, and in the future.
Welcome back. Bulldogs lead 43-39. What I say in the pregame, race to 50. The first team that gets to 50 has the best chance of winning this one. Bulldogs 7 points away from that 50-point mark. Mustangs 11. It's 43-39. And remember that Mustangs, they're 4-2 when they score 50 or more. The Bulldogs 3-1. Both teams, their win percentages or chances of winning go up increasingly when they get to 50 points. Who gets it here first? As Grindy passes it left. Now left even further. Driving inside, now passing it to Pearson. Pearson tries putting up a shot, denied. Nice post defense there from Wallingbull. Denies that shot. Gary at half court, trying to pass it off to Lurs. Lurs looking to pass it, does left to Ostis. Ostis right in front of the Bulldog bench. Trying to get around the arc. Bounce passes it to Peter Hines on the left side. Peter Hines inside to Ostis. Ostis pulls up. That one bounces off. No good there. Rebounded by Pearson. Pearson to Grindy. Grindy inside the paint. She's going to pull up for a shot of her own. That one sinks in. It's 43-41. As the race to 50 continues. Gary. Past half court. She gets to that left side. Passes it to Ostis on the left corner. Ostis to Lurs. Lurs. High to Gary. Gary spins away. She's going to take the shot herself. A little air ball on that one. Ostis tries to keep it in bounds. A little too late on that one. Gary at times has been trying to do a little bit too much, but she has been the best shooter tonight for Madison. So if you want the ball in someone's hands, especially with Nelson out, after Nelson was fouled out late in that third quarter, Gary's probably the player you want to get it to. Hoovy making her way around the arc. Gets it to Grindy. Grindy steps back. Top of the key being guarded by Lurs. Grindy gets to the right elbow. Now she drives inside the paint as that shot looked like she was fouled by Walling Bull. As Grindy took a shot to her face. That was definitely a foul there for Walling Bull, sending Grindy to the Edward Jones free throw line, brought to you by Edward Jones Insurance of Madison. What's playing for you and your family's future with Edward Jones? No? I thought that was a shooting foul. They're still deciding if it was shooting or not. And no, it's not going to be a shooting foul. I spoke too soon. They do reset the shot clock, though. Grindy gets on the left wing. Grindy making her way around the arc. Passes it right. Nice defense there from Peter Rhines. Almost forced that one out to Hoovy. Hoovy puts up the shot. She's no good there. Rebounded by Gary. Gary to bring it past half court. Bulldogs lead by 2. 4:20 to go here in the fourth on the Farmers X scoreboard. Lurge lurking, scanning. Almost loses it. Passes it right to Walling Bull. Walling Bull trying to get inside. She's going to put up a shot with the left hand. Does that one a little overshot? Rebounded by Peter Rhines. Peter Rhines going to have it taken away from her by Wenzel. Wenzel right in front of the Mustangs bench. Passes it left to Hastings. Hastings passes it. And now inside to Grindy. Grindy, nice shot up. And that one, a little step back action there. That one drops in, ties the game back up. It's 43-43, 3:50 to go on the Farmers Act scoreboard. They're calling timeout on the court. Let's take one as well. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Dakota's Best 1390.
When the temperature bottoms out, filling with Cenex Premium Diesel can protect your bottom line. Cenex Winter Master comes with a more complete additive package for a more complete burn and has a cold weather operability of 30 below with a cold filter plug-in point of 55 below. That'll send a chill down winter's spine. Cenex Premium Diesel. Diesel that doesn't mess around.
F&M Co-op Oil also has the tires you need to navigate this difficult winter weather for cars, trucks, tractors, and everything in between. Stop into your tire headquarters, F&M Co-op Oil in Madison.
And we're back up here at Madison Discount Liquor broadcast booth. Game's tied 43-43 here with about 4 minutes to go on the Farmers X scoreboard. Actually might be under 4 minutes. Waiting for them to get rid of the countdown clock of this timeout to give you the official time left in this one. Bulldogs, they played very well tonight. 3:50 to go here, Farmers X scoreboard. The biggest lead by any team so far has been an 8-point lead by Tri-Valley, but Bulldogs clawed back, gained the lead, and since the Bulldogs gained the lead, it's been back and forth throughout this quarter. Bulldogs led by as much as 4 or 5, I believe. Asa is going to be inbounding it for Madison. Gets it inbounded to Gary. Passes it right off to Lurs. Now back to Gary. Gary to Lurs. A little back and forth there. Gary gets it, and she's open top of the key. Takes a shot. That one bounces in and out. Had the look. And what'd they call there? Call a foul against... That's Walling Bull's second foul. Mustangs in the bonus. That's going to send a Mustang, believe that's Ava Pearson, to the Edward Jones free throw line, brought to you by Edward Jones Insurance of Madison. As that one, no good there on the 1-and-1, rebounded by Walling Bull, who committed the foul. Hands it off to Lurs. Lurs pass half court. Lurs looking to pass it off to Gary instead. She's got to pass it off to somebody. Does to Gary eventually. Under 20 seconds left on the shot clock. Still tied 43-43. Gary trying to drive inside, and that shot, no good. She was called on the travel. Took an extra step. Travel called. 3:13 to go. It's going to be inbounded by Grindy. Bulldogs looking to end their 5-game losing skid. Can they do it here tonight? Passing it off. Top of the key. It's Sorensen. Sorensen passes it left to Grindy. Grindy inside pass, and that shot no good on the way up. A foul again called against Walling Bull, sending Pearson back to the Edward Jones free throw line. That's her. It's her third or fourth for Walling Bull. Walling Bull definitely in foul trouble now, as Pearson's first free throw from the Edward Jones free throw line looked good but did not fall in. Game remains tied at 43 apiece. So Pearson with a chance for one more now from the Edward Jones free throw line. That one does hit. And no good there. There's a lane violation against the Mustangs. So that free throw went in. Not going to count, though. Lurge gets it on the inbound. That pass taken away quickly. Gary smacks that one out. And what are they going to call there? Gary smacked that one out. Foul going to be called against Pearson, who's trying to save the ball for the Mustangs. And believe that's her fifth. I think Pearson's was just fouled out. Foul is definitely becoming a lot of fouls here. Gary going to be inbounding it. And looks like Coach Unterbrunner wants to call a timeout. 2:52 to go. Game still tied 43-43. Here, under 3 minutes to go in this one. Farmers Ag scoreboard. We'll be back in 30. Dakota's Best AM 1390.
You've worked hard to get to this moment. Practicing, learning, preparing, living. And what matters now is what you do in this moment. On the court, mat, field, rink, or pool. And we're all here cheering you on while you make memories with your friends. You are persistent and we are here for you. No matter the time, place, or season. Your community, your future, our focus. That's Kibble Equipment.
And we're back here in the Madison Discount Liquor broadcast booth. Bulldogs tied 43-43, 2:52 to go here on the Farmers Ag scoreboard. Lures to inbound it, trying to find someone to get it to. She does to Ostis. Ostis gets it poked out of bounds. That's again going to stay Bulldog possession. Lurs to inbound it once again. Took about 2 seconds left off the shot, or 2 seconds off the shot clock. Lurs looking deep to Gary. Does Gary inside of Walling Bull. Walling Bull trying to post up. And foul going to be called against her on the way up. Foul called against Emery Pearson. That's going to send Walling Bull to the Edward Jones free throw line. Brought to you by Edward Jones Insurance in Madison. Walling Bull with a chance for two. That one, no good there. Game still tied at 43-43. Walling Bull from the Edward Jones free throw line to break the tie. Rolls off, no good there. Who's going to come up with the rebound? Peter Rines almost came up with the rebound on the ground. It's anyone's for grabs. Grindy comes up with it. Grindy gets to the right side, being guarded by Lurs. Game still tied at 43-43. 2.5 to go on the Farmers Ag scoreboard. Grindy loses that one on the way out of bounds. And that's going to stay Mustangs. It looked like the last touch of Lurs. 2:30 to go. To be inbounded by Wenzel. Wenzel gets out to Grindy on the left wing. Grindy steps back, passes it back to Wenzel. And now Buckman, she's going to pull up from three, and she hits it. Breaks the tie from downtown, 46-43. Ostis to inbound it. She does to Lurs. Lurs trying to get past half court. She's got two Mustangs on her. She's going to knock one down on her way. She's going to step back. She's going to lose it. Gets poked back. Lurs retains the possession. She's going to put up the shot. That one falls in. Chance for one more from the Edward Jones free throw line. Game's tied 46-45. Lurs looking for the free throw now to tie this game back up. From the Edward Jones free throw line, Lurs ties it up. 2:02 to go. Both teams in the bonus. It's tied 46-46. Who gets to 50 first? Grindy passes it right. Passes the top of the key. Buckman pulls up for three. She's short. As that one, Grindy gets it after it almost went out of bounds. And I think she was fouled on the way up. So nice save there by the Mustangs to keep that one inbounds. Grindy puts up the shot. She was no good on the shot. but she is going to have a chance for 2 from that Edward Jones free throw line. Grindy at the line now for 2. Game tied at 46 apiece, 1:43 to go. Farmers X scoreboard. Grindy hits her first. Chance for one more now from the Edward Jones free throw line. As Mustangs are up by 1, 47-46. Both teams in the bonus as well. Grindy from the Edward Jones free throw line hits it, 48-46. Lurs looking to inbound. She does to Peter Hines. As Peter Hines going to pass in. Ooh, going to be taken away by Grindy. Grindy passes it right. Buckman. Buckman in the right corner. Passes it left. Now from the right elbow. That one off target. No good there. Grindy is going to pull it from free from the left elbow. That one also off. No good there. Grindy gets her own rebound. As timeout's going to be called. So Bulldogs unable to get any sort of rebounds. Unable to get the ball back. We'll see how that could potentially cost them with the Bulldogs. Sorry, with the Mustangs now getting ready to have another full possession, up 48-46. Let's take it a timeout as well. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Dakota's Best 1390.
Builders First Source is your trusted source for quality steel building supplied by Metal Sales Manufacturing. Metal Sales has superior service from high-volume production to high-end ultra-custom. Whether your project needs are straightforward or complex, the experts can walk you through every detail while keeping you on schedule and on budget. Stop into Builders First Source in Madison to discuss metal buildings, whether a repair or new. Builders First Source in Madison offers free estimates.
And we're back here in the Madison Discount League broadcast booth. Bulldogs trail by 2. It's been back and forth here almost pretty much this entire game, but truly this entire second half has been back and forth. 1:25 to go here on the Farmers X scoreboard. Mustangs have a full 35 seconds left on the shot clock. It's going to be inbounded by Hastings. Hastings looking, gets it off to Grindy. Going to bring it past half court. Grindy off to Buckman. Buckman on the right wing, passes it to the top of the key. Now she was open at the top of the key, didn't take the shot. She's going to pass it off to Wenzel. Wenzel makes her way left, passes it left to Grindy. Grindy top of the key, back to Pearson. Pearson to Buckman. Buckman trying to get inside the paint. She wants to put up a shot. They're going to call foul on her. And they're just going to send Buckman to the line for a 1-and-1. They're going to get Walling Bull on the foul. So that's got to be her 4th. They call down Walling Bull, so that should be her first or her 4th foul as Buckman goes to the Edward Jones free throw line, sinks her first. Tri-Valley extends their lead 49-46. Second one. Off the rim, no good there. Rebound by Hastings. Hastings fighting. Passes it right. Now back to Grindy at the right wing. Under a minute to go. Tri-Valley leads by 3. Passing it right. Now Pearson in the right corner. Going to pass it off now to Buckman. Buckman drives inside the paint. She wants to put up a shot. She does there. Rebounded. Grabbed by Lurs. Lurs hands it off to Gary. Bulldogs trail by 3. 40 seconds to go on the Farmers X scoreboard. Gary drives. And it looked like, I think she drew a foul. They are going to call the foul against Wenzel. That's going to send Gary to the Edward Jones free throw line for a 1-and-1. 37 seconds to go. So now we're getting to the point of the game where you're definitely thinking fouls here. Gary for a 1-and-1 from the Edward Jones free throw line. That one hits and good. 49-47. Pearson checks out, subbing in for her. Believe that was Hoovy. 37 seconds left on the game clock here. Gary from the Edward Jones free throw line hits her second as well. And Coach Underbrunner wants a timeout. Bulldogs trail by 1 with 2 seconds separating the shot and game clock. 37 seconds left to go here in this one on the Farmers X scoreboard. Let's take a timeout as well. Bulldogs trail by 1. We'll be back in 30. Dakota's Best 1390.
If you love the office but you don't want to stare at a screen all day, Bud's Cleanup Service in Madison has a perfect job for you. Join the amazing team at Bud's Cleanup Service. They're looking for applicants to work flexible hours in the office and route work. This position is 40 hours per week with overtime available, plus health, vision, life insurance, and PTO. Feel accomplished and work outside with a great family-oriented business. Apply in person at Bud's Cleanup Service, 114 West Center Street, Madison, or email budscleanup@gmail.com.
And we're back here in the Madison Discount Liquor broadcast booth. Bulldogs trail by 1 after Zoe Gary hit both of her free throws on a 1-and-1 attempt. We got 37 seconds left here. Bulldogs looking to end their current 5-game losing streak. No team at 50 points yet. And I've said it throughout this half. I've said it during the pregame. Both teams' chances of winning go up increasingly when they hit 50 points. Both teams right under that 50-point mark. 49-48 is Tri-Valley's lead. It's going to be inbound by Grindy. Bulldogs showing full court press. They inbound it quickly to Buckman. Buckman back to Grindy. Ostis guarding. Ostis, I thought, got a hand on that one, poke it away. They're going to get Peter Rhines on a foul, though. That's going to send Buckman to the Edward Jones free throw line. So Peter Rhines, believe she was fouled out there. She was either fouled out or she had one more. But that sends Grindy to the Edward Jones free throw line. Chance for 2. Goes to the line for 2. And that one rolls out. No good. Grindy will have a chance for one more now from the Edward Jones free throw line. Definitely helps the Bulldogs there. Grindy from the Edward Jones free throw line. Sinks that one. Tri-Valley gets to 50. They're 50-48. Ostis gets off the inbound. No more shot clock. Ellis passes it to Gary. Gary has to save it. Gary to Ostis. Ostis passes it left to Schoenberg. Schoenberg, it's 2-point game. What do they call? And Underbrunner wants a timeout. Bulldogs going to take a timeout. 18.5 seconds left. 2-point difference. Tri-Valley leads 50-48. Underbrunner wants a timeout. Let's take one as well. We'll be back in 30 seconds after one more ad and then our legal ID here on the Coast Best 1390.
Bank West and Madison knows what it takes to build a strong team. This is Tom Kaler, and for more than 130 years, we have earned long-term customer relationships by helping our customers and communities succeed. We pride ourselves in adapting to customer needs and providing top-notch customer service. Whether you prefer banking online, on your phone, or in person, we're here to help. Bank West and Madison is convenient, connected, committed, and proud supporters of area sports. Member FDIC.
1390 KJAM Madison.
2-point difference. Bulldogs trail 50-48. They have 18 seconds left to either tie this or win this. 18.5 seconds to be exact on that Farmers Ag scoreboard. Shot clock off. Carly Lurs to inbound it for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs looking to end their current 5-game losing streak. Scores 50-48. Bulldogs trail by 2. Lurs looking. She's looking in Gary's direction. She got to get it off. Bounce passes it inside Walling Bull. Spins away. Who comes up with it? It's balls on the ground. And I think that's going to be Bulldogs. That's Bulldogs basketball. And Underbrunner wants one more timeout with 15.5 seconds to go here on the Farmers Ag scoreboard. Bulldogs still trail by 2. Let's take one more as well. We'll be back in 30. The Coast Best 1390.
MDL Madison has all your beverage needs. Pull up to the drive-thru window. We are always greeted with a smile. MDL has a large selection of fountain, bottle, and canned beverages, plus snacks, convenience store items, and gas pumps to top off your tank. MDL in Madison is open every morning at 5. Make sure to like MDL on Facebook to see more cheap prices every day, because discount is their middle name. MDL is where customers always go.
You love MDL. You love MDL. You love MDL.
2-point difference, 15.5 seconds left. Bulldogs with a chance to either tie this or win this. Ellie Ostis is going to be inbounding this now from Madison with 15.5 seconds left. Ostis looking, scanning. Got to bounce past it inside. That one is going to be poked away. Grindy gets it, and Buckman has no one there. Bulldogs got a foul. Gary tried poking that one away. Got a foul, and they do eventually. 5.5 seconds left. And that's going to be a foul called against Gary. Grindy goes to the Edward Jones free throw line, brought to you by Edward Jones Insurance Madison. Grindy hits her first. It's now a 3-point game. Grindy with a chance for one more from the Edward Jones free throw line to pretty much possibly put this game on ice. 51-48 is the current score. That one hits as well. Mustangs are going to take a timeout with 5.5 seconds to go. Bulldogs now trail by 4. And that was not what you wanted to see. We're going to stay on. That's not how you wanted this one to end. It's not over for the Bulldogs. You still need a little bit of miracle. You need a little bit of extra help. We'll see how these final 5.5 seconds shake out for the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs had this one in reach, unable to safely secure the inbound, turn the ball over, resulting in 2 more points for the Mustangs. Lurge quickly inbounds it to Ostis. Ostis to Gary. Gary, she's going to pull up for 3. Looked like she wanted a foul call, and that one is going to end it at the buzzer. So Tri-Valley wins this one 52-48. Bulldogs lose their 6th straight, and this one you felt the Bulldogs could have possibly got away with a victory here. Come up short, 52-48 is the final. Would have been a big win for the Bulldogs. Instead, it's a big win for Tri-Valley. We're going to take a 3-minute timeout. We'll come back with your Mustang Seeds post-game show before we get you ready for the boys game here on Dakota's Best 1390.
There's nothing like watching the sun rise over your fields, the smell of hope in the air. At Mustang Seeds, we're ready to help you plan for the next planting season and committed to boosting your yields and increasing your profitability with quality seed genetics customized to your farm ground and your way of farming. Lock in preseason cash discounts, rewards, and competitive pricing by contacting your local Mustang DSM or dealer. Mustang Seeds, plant with pride.
Trust the licensed, insured, and guaranteed service of Bob's Electric in Madison. No matter if it's new or existing service upgrades, things like lighting, fixtures, and ceiling fans in farm, commercial, or residential areas, Bob's Electric can handle your electrical needs. They also offer 24-hour electrical emergency service. Bob's Electric serves Howard, Canova, Madison, and surrounding areas. Call 1-800-475-3006 and talk to your friends at Bob's Electric, serving Southeast South Dakota.
Buying a home is one of the largest investments many people will make in their lifetime. Weber Abstract will make your investment secure. Hi, I'm Kelly with Weber Abstract. For over 70 years, we have helped so many wonderful people build their trust in our services. We strive to continue that tradition for another 70 years. Call 256-4640 to speak with one of our local and knowledgeable staff that serves all of Lake County. You can also visit our website at weberabstract.com. Weber Abstract, why go anywhere else?
Kinsley Funeral Home is family-owned for nearly 80 years, serving the Madison, Salem, Hartford, and surrounding areas. Offering funeral, cremation, and traditional services, Andy and Laura of Kinsley Funeral Home, Hartford Chapel in Hartford, Kinsley Funeral Home in Salem, and Kinsley Funeral Home in Madison are always there to help you with any planning or questions you may have. Without cost or obligation, Andy and Laura can provide facts about pre-need funeral planning. Kinsley Funeral Home in Madison, Salem, and Hartford.
First Interstate Bank in Madison has a mission to help you and your money work better together, a vision to help you every day with your money goals, and values people first while also seeking greatness, integrity, celebrating success, and a commitment to the community. First Interstate Bank in Madison has many personal banking options for you to choose from, including checking and savings accounts, home, auto, or construction loans, plus wealth management services and business accounts. See how they can help you today by visiting firstinterstatebank.com.
At Montgomery's in Madison, Sioux Falls, Watertown, and Aberdeen, you'll not only find high-quality furniture, you'll also find a large selection of flooring, custom window fashions, a wide variety of unique artwork and accessories, and of course, their complimentary interior design service. For personal service, shop your local Montgomery store today and discover that they're more than just your furniture store. Visit them online at montgomerys.com because you deserve more. Montgomery's wishes the Madison Bulldogs good luck in this game.
And welcome into your Mustang Seeds postgame show, brought to you by Mustang Seeds, a family-owned company with a reputation of excellent service and proven performance for over 55 years. Madison Bulldogs get edged out here at the end. Tri-Valley wins 52-48, and that's a heartbreaker. That's a tough one to lose, one that you felt like Madison could have won. But as I was saying, whoever gets to 50 has the best chance of winning. Tri-Valley got to 50. Madison did not. 52-48 is a score. And that race to 50 became really real at the end. Once Tri-Valley got their 50th point, it seemed like, all right, well, maybe Madison can still get back in this one. Couple errors there towards the end in that final minute. The key note one with 15.5 seconds left. Bulldog tried inbounding it. It was turned over on the inbound pass. And they waited about 10 seconds before committing the foul. And by then, it was too little too late after Grindy hit her 2 free throws at the end. Final stats on that one. Lauren Grindy, who I just mentioned for Tri-Valley, hit 26 points. That was a game lead, 26 points. Steph Buckman for Tri-Valley, 16. And then for Madison, the game leader, Zoe Gary, had 22 points and 5 rebounds. Cheyenne Wallingbull had finished with 5. She was fouled out. Carly Lurs finished with 10. She was close to fouling out. Ella Peterines and Audrey Nelson both fouled out as well. Bulldogs had 5 players foul out. And Audrey Nelson one was questionable at best. I really thought Audrey Nelson should not have been fouled out at the moment she was. And the way they still were able to almost finish that game without her, I think, was big as well. Because one thing that's been a big question mark for the Bulldogs a lot this season has been, how can they play without Nelson? How can they play without Gary? And they showed tonight that they can almost win even when Audrey Nelson is having an off game. She only registered 2 points before getting her 5 fouls. She had a couple big rebounds, still big plays other places. And some of her shots were just unlucky where they just didn't want to fall in. But to come up short is going to hurt, but that's something to build off of for their next game, where the Madison Bulldogs, they will stay on the road tomorrow. They'll be hitting up Dubrook area tomorrow night. We'll have that game, of course, here on Dakota's Best AM 1390. Let's get you ready for the boys' game here. We are about 10 minutes away from getting the boys' game underway, so let's take a 3-minute break. We'll come back with a little pregame show on the way for the Madison boys' game. Again, final for the Madison girls. Tri-Valley wins 52-48. Let's take a 3-minute timeout. Come back with pregame for the boys on the way next year. Dakota's Best 1390.
Not using your timeshare like you thought you would, and you'd like to get rid of it, but you're not sure how to go about it. And all of a sudden, you receive a call from a company saying that they have a purchaser for your timeshare if you'd like to sell it now. In order to do this, you'll have to pay a listing cost of $4,000 and small closing costs, and you'll be rid of your timeshare. You need to be skeptical if you receive this call. There is typically no buyer, and all they're going to do is take your $4,000. If you've been victimized by this type of scam, call Consumer Protection at 800-300-1986.
When the temperature bottoms out, filling with Cenex Premium Diesel can protect your bottom line. Cenex Wintermaster comes with a more complete additive package for a more complete burn and has a cold weather operability of 30 below with a cold filter plugging point of 55 below. That'll send a chill down winter's spine. Cenex Premium Diesel. Diesel that doesn't mess around.
F&M Co-op Oil also has the tires you need to navigate this difficult winter weather for cars, trucks, tractors, and everything in between. Stop into your tire headquarters, F&M Co-op Oil in Madison.
As an award-winning critical access hospital, Madison Regional Health System is committed to providing quality healthcare close to home. Our healthcare system has over 270 knowledgeable and skilled employees who are dedicated to providing exceptional healthcare to you and your loved ones. For over 135 years, Madison Regional Health System has made your health our priority, and we have been honored to serve and support our local athletes. Go Bulldogs!
When looking for flowers for someone, or maybe it's a gift to yourself for your home or office, stop by the floral shop in Madison. They can help you choose the right flower arrangement. Tell someone they're amazing, pick out something sweet and simple, or just show your love to that special someone with fresh, beautiful flowers from the floral shop in Madison. Visit the floral shop in Madison online at floralshopmadison.com to see their fresh flowers for all occasions and other great gift ideas.
There's nothing like watching the sun rise over your fields, the smell of hope in the air. At Mustang Seeds, we're ready to help you plan for the next planting season and committed to boosting your yields and increasing your profitability with quality seed genetics customized to your farm ground and your way of farming. Lock in preseason cash discounts, rewards, and competitive pricing by contacting your local Mustang DSM or dealer. Mustang Seeds, plant with pride.
Trust your farming operation with the locally owned and operated Farmers Ag Center of Madison. With their state-of-the-art facility, Farmers Ag Center offers trusted advice when it comes to fertilizer, seed, and crop protection products. Area producers can expect accurate and timely advice, including efficient delivery and application of products during all seasons. Locally owned and operated Farmers Ag Center of Madison. The leaders in the field, the leaders in customer service, proud to serve area farmers and proud to support area communities.
Welcome into your F&M pregame show brought to you by F&M Co-op Oil Madison. For new tires and tire repair, see the experienced team at F&M in Madison. We're getting ready for boys basketball here on Dakota's Best AM 1390. The Madison boys team taking on Tri-Valley, the Madison Bulldog boys team. Rolling hot lately. They have won 6 of their last 7. Their lone loss is one that, you don't have to be too upset with yourself about, because it was a 68-64 loss against one of the best teams in Region 3A, and that's Sioux Falls Christian, who only has one blemish on that record, and their loss to Dakota Valley, who might be one of the best teams, if not one of the best teams in our area at least. Dakota Valley is a powerhouse right now, but we're not talking about Dakota Valley. We're not talking about Sioux Falls Christian. We're talking about the Madison Bulldogs. Their last loss, of course, was as Sioux Falls Christian won, and Aiden Jensen, what he's been able to do lately, he has been the focal point of this offense for the Bulldogs, and for good reason. Coming off of a 41-point game over Tio Spazina, season high for him. He's averaging 21.9 points per game, and really, that average is brought down because of one game where he had 9 points. He has produced double-digit points in almost, it seemingly feels like almost every game this year. He's gotten over 20 points 6 times this season, and with that 41 points he had against Tio Spazina on Saturday, he also had 14 rebounds to bring in his 5th double-double of the season. He's been a monster, not someone that you want to see if you're guarding inside. He can pull up from just about anywhere. And speaking of players that can pull up from just about anywhere and that you don't want to see inside, Ben Brooks, who is a quarterback not just of the Bulldogs football team, but he acts as a quarterback of this Bulldogs basketball team as well. The way he facilitates, that's one thing that Coach Larson spoke and mentioned to me earlier in this year, and you just really see that growing with him. And him at 6, he's 6'8", Ben Brooks 6'8", Jensen 6'9", 2 very tall, very athletic, lengthy guys that, that can shoot just about anywhere. And Brooks, he can drive inside as well. He's not someone you want to see in the post. Matt Gross, who called that Tio Spazina game, showed me his dunk that he had. I wouldn't just call that a dunk that he had over the weekend. I call that a straight-up poster shot where Ben Brooks just made the other guy look silly. It was a heck of a play by him to get inside the paint and He's really growing. He's really developing this year, more so than maybe some might have expected. I feel like, in my opinion, he had 11 points and 9 rebounds in that last game against Teos Pazina. So he's coming off of double-digit points for him. One thing that also should favor the Bulldogs here tonight, their record versus Tri-Valley's record. Bulldogs are 7-5, Tri-Valley 3-6. Bulldogs are 5-0 against teams with losing records. So teams that are under that 500 mark, Bulldogs are 5-0. And for Tri-Valley to be that first team with a losing record to take down the Bulldogs this year, you first have to find ways to defend Ben Brooks and Aiden Jensen. And I haven't even looked in depth at the sizes yet of Tri-Valley, but just taking a glance, I'm looking at the Tri-Valley side of the court and then the Madison side, and I don't know if I see anyone on the Tri-Valley team that can size up with the Bulldogs. And scanning down the roster, their tallest player is 6'6". The Bulldogs have 2 players that are 6'10" or taller. So if you can find ways to limit what the Bulldogs can do inside, I think that's a big key for victory here against for Tri-Valley against Madison. Also, you just have to hope that Chuck Callahan and Andrew Comas, they're both having off days from beyond the arc, because when they have off days, the Bulldogs do tend to struggle a little bit more. Let's take a 30-second timeout here on the FNM pregame show. We'll come back. We'll take a look at starting lineups on the way next year. Dakota's Best AM 1390.
Let's be real. You make things. You grow things. You do things. You want things. And that's where we come in. We're First Bank and Trust, a community bank that understands the unique needs of our community and the people who make it great. First Bank and Trust is just the right size to make big things possible, while making sure the small things never feel that way. First Bank and Trust. Real banking, real easy. Member FDIC, Equal Opportunity Lender.
And let's take a look at our starting lineups now on our FNM pregame show here in the Madison Discount Liquor broadcast booth. For the home team, Tri-Valley Mustangs, we'll start with them. Starting at guard at 6 foot tall, the senior, number 3, Braden Owen. Also at guard at 5'10", the junior, number 4, Logan Ellison. At guard, 5'11", the junior, number 23, Carter Sorensen. And at guard, senior, 6'3", number 33, Noah Haynes. And at forward, 6'6", the junior, number 35, Trey Johnson. All your starting lineups for the Tri-Valley Mustangs, and starting lineups for your Madison Bulldogs. Starting at guard, 5'10", the junior, number 1, Andrew Comas. Also at guard, the junior, 6'1", number 10, Chuck Callahan. At guard / forward, 6'1", the junior, Eli Barger, number 2. And then 2 forwards on the way next. Sophomore forward, 6'8", number 21, Ben Brooks. And the forward, 6'9", senior, number 23, Aiden Jensen. Those are your starting matchups, or your starting lineups here this evening. And looks like they do a national anthem again. And trying to decipher. Looks like. They're just doing lineups. Okay. I was going to say I didn't get word that they were doing national anthem again. They're doing starting lineups on the court, it would appear. So while they're doing their stuff on the court, let's take our final time out here on the FNM pregame show. Again, brought to you by FNM Co-op Oil in Madison for new tires and tire repair. See the experienced team at FNM in Madison. We'll be back in 60 seconds with the start of this boys basketball game between the Madison Bulldogs and Tri-Valley. On the way, 60 seconds. Dakota's Best 1390.
In this moment, who has your back? Do you know the name of your insurance agent? Does your agent know your name? Or would you call a 1-800 number that connects you with who? Another state? Another country? Get a local independent insurance agent with Auto Owners Insurance, someone you can call when bad stuff happens. In this moment, get an agent who will protect you in that moment. Visit Cundert Williams Insurance in Madison today.
Heartland Energy is your hometown power provider, delivering affordable and reliable energy and services to the city of Madison and surrounding areas. Heartland offers a number of programs to help their customers grow and thrive and wants to be your trusted partner if you're looking to expand your business or if you're in need of low-interest financing. Call Heartland Energy today to explore your options at 605-256-6536. Delivering power with a purpose, Heartland Energy is dedicated to delivering reliable energy and services to the city of Madison.
And welcome back to the Madison Discount Liquor broadcast booth. A little change to the starting lineups for the Tri-Valley Mustangs. Carter Sorensen, the junior, will not be starting. Instead, it'll be senior guard at 5'9", number 1, Holden Rise. As both teams make their way out for the tip. It's Trey Johnson and Aiden Jensen out there to get this one tipped off. And that's going to be batted back as Tri-Valley wins the tip. Oyen wins that one. They get out to the left wing. It's Ellison. Ellison in the left corner, pulls up for 3. That one off target there, batted back by Barger. Barger gets it to Brooks. Brooks has it poked away and kept in bounds, holding Rise. Brooks wasn't paying attention. Rise snuck in there to get that one away. They bounced it to the top of the arc, Ellison. Ellison, right corner, Rise. Back to Ellison, now left to Haynes. Haynes inside. They're getting it, and off target on that pass from Trey Johnson. Looked like he was trying to get it off to Holden Rise. In the right corner, they were not communicating efficiently there. So another turnover. Ben Brooks passes it to Comas. Comas gets it back on the right wing. Back and inaccurate pass. Callahan able to snag that one. Wait. And that one's going to be taken away by Oyen. Oyen tries putting up the shot, gets the bucket, and what they call? They do call the foul. And foul going to be called against Chuck Callahan, so that is going to send Oyen to the Edward Jones free throw line, brought to you by Edward Jones Insurance in Madison. Chance for a 3-point play here. That one hits. Mustangs on the board first, 3-0. Inbounded. Comas gets it back. Callahan in the right corner, passes it left to Brooks. Brooks pulls up for 3. That one rolls off, no good there. Rebounded as Comas almost got the steal away from Haynes. Haynes pass half court. Passes it right. Now right corner, Rise. Rise making his way around the arc. Passes it left. Now to Oyen. Oyen trying to get inside the paint. Passes it back to Ellison. Ellison, he pulls up from 3. That one off target as well. Callahan tried getting a hand in there to get the rebound. Looked like he batted that one out of bounds. So that's going to stay Mustang ball. Oyen to inbound it for Tri-Valley. That's going to be inbounded deep. Now back to Ellison. Ellison to Oyen in the left corner. Oyen passes it to the right wing, Haynes. Now back to Haynes on that right wing. Trying to get away from Brooks. Passes it left, and now left corner is Oyen. Oyen top of the key, Ellison. Ellison right, and now Rise. Passes it inside Johnson. Johnson to the left corner. 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Spins away. Blocked by Jensen. Oyen was trying to drive the baseline. Jensen was having none of that. 11 seconds left on the shot clock. Going to be inbounded quickly. Oyen thought about taking the 3. They're going to pass the left, and they're going to get Oyen on the travel. So Jensen to inbound it to Brooks now. Tri-Valley. Looked like a little half-court press. Comas at the half-court logo, passes it right to Callahan. Callahan to Comas. Callahan left to Barger. Barger back to Comas at the top of the key, passes it right to Callahan. Callahan across the arc, and now Barger. Now Comas. Comas for three. Comas sinks it from downtown. Ties the game up 3-3. Oyen trying to get inside the paint. That one going to be blocked up in the air by Brooks. And they're going to call foul. Foul against Bulldogs. Carter Sorensen looking to inbound it. Does quickly. And now Haynes is going to put the shot up. He's no good there. Jensen with the rebound. This is his first rebound tonight. Jensen passes it to that right corner. Comas again for three. Again hits it. Oyen inbounds it for Haynes. Haynes to bring it past half court. Being guarded by Comas. Passes it left now Sorensen. Sorensen inside. Passes it to Johnson. Johnson passes it to the right wing. Oyen now pulling up for three. Trying to get an answer of his own. No good there was Johnson. Rebounded by Sorensen. Sorensen gets a pass off to Oyen. Almost taken away by Brooks. Oyen gets it back on the right wing. Top of the key. Bounce passes it to Sorensen. Sorensen. Top of the key, Ellison. Passes it left. Haynes. Haynes drives the baseline. That one's going to be knocked out of bounds. Looked like it went off of Comas's shoe before bouncing back out of bounds. It looked like Sorensen threw that right at Comas's shoe. Can be inbounded with 19 seconds left on the shot clock. Inbounded quickly to Ellison. Ellison bounce passes it to Johnson. Johnson pulls up with the jump shot. He's good. He's got two more. Or two. It's 6-5. Bulldogs lead. Comas, pass half court. Right in front of the scorer's table, passes it off, and now Comas gets it back. Right corner, Jensen. Jensen coming off of a 41-point game on Saturday. Comas at the top of the key. Has it, passes it left, Barger. Barger left corner, Callahan. He's going to pull from three. That one bounces off the backboard. A little inaccurate on that shot. Going to pass it off, and bad pass there. Went off the hands of a Mustang, but Mustangs are able to retain possession. That's going to be bounced. Nice pass away to avoid Callahan. Going inside now is Haynes. Jensen in the post. Trying to defend that. Knocks that out of bounds. It's going to be inbounded. Thomas Meckles checks in for the first time tonight. As Tri-Valley passing it around the arc. Now inside to Trey Johnson. Now back top of the key. It's Alex Wingen. Now left corner three. That one doesn't hit, but Haynes gets his own rebound. He's trying to put the putback shot up. No good there. It was originally denied by Jensen. And now passing it outside. Sorensen for three. That one rolls off the rim. That putback shot. I think Brooks actually assisted on that putback. It looked like Brooks assisted on that shot there that benefited as Barger. He's going to pull up for three. That one no good. Rebounded by Wingett. It's 7-6. Tri-Valley leads. Tri-Valley passing it. Now Sorensen thought about pulling up from the right wing. Instead, he's going to pass it. Now they're going to pass it outside to Wingett as left corner. And they're going to call, what do they call, foul? Turnover, Tri-Valley. Comas to inbound it. Bulldogs trail by one here in the first 5 minutes of action. Comas passes it off to Brooks. Brooks back to Comas. Comas passes it right. Michael's in the right corner. Passes it back to Comas. Comas left, and now Brooks inside of Jensen. Looks like foul called. Kind of difficult for a guy like Wingen, who is 5'10", to defend a 6'9" player like Jensen, which is what they had matched up right there. Inbounded to Jensen in the left corner. As Comas, he's open for three in the right wing. He takes a shot. He's no good there. Jensen with the rebound. Jensen doesn't get it, and Jensen gets the rebound again. And I thought he was pushed a little hard on his way down for that rebound, or that second rebound attempt. And they are going to say foul against Tri-Valley. I don't know who was called. I don't know which player was calling the foul exactly. But Brooks with a chance to inbound it now. Reset shot clock as Callahan Gets off the inbound in the left corner, passes it back to Brooks. Brooks pulls up from three from that left corner, bounces off the front of the rim, rebounded by the left hand of Jensen. Jensen gets it out to Callahan. Callahan right to Comas. Comas open for three on the right wing, and that one sinks in. He's at 9. And Larson calls a timeout. Bulldogs regain the lead 9-7, all 9, coming from Andrew Comas from downtown here this evening. And we are going to take a brief pause for station identification here. Dakota Best 1390.
1390 KJAM Madison.
Bulldogs lead by 2, 9-7. Again, all 9 coming from Andrew Comas hitting it. He's definitely feeling himself from deep range. He's got 3 made shots, all 9 points for Madison. Doesn't help when you have no one within about 3 feet of you. Definitely got to take that shot, which he did on his most recent one. Larson was quick to call that timeout as well. As soon as he saw that shot go in, he wanted a timeout called, giving his team a little refresher. Ellison passes it off, and now pass half court being guarded by 2 Bulldogs was Haynes. Haynes barely able to get passed off. Now Ellison on the left wing, passing it inside. That shot up and good for, who was that, Ellison or Haynes? I think that was Haynes who got the shot there. Jensen hands it off to Brooks. Brooks right, Comas. Comas again pulls up for 3. Again hits it from 3. He's at 12 points tonight. All 12 of Madison's points have come from Comas. Driving the baseline, passes to the left corner. Winging, passes it left and now right to Johnson. Johnson hands it off to Ellison. Ellison bounce passes it inside Johnson. Johnson trying to put up a shot, and he does right over Jensen. It's 12-11, Bulldogs lead. Comas, pass half court, passes it inside, and now Jensen trying to get inside the point. He's trying to get his first bucket, and he does there. First Bulldog not named Andrew Comas has scored tonight, as Comas knocked that one away from Noah Haynes. Scores 14-11, 1:26 to go here in the first on the Bombers Ag scoreboard. It's going to be inbounded right in front of the Bulldog bench. Ben Brooks checks out for the first time. Coming in for him is Elijah Sims. It's going to be inbounded deep to Sorensen. Sorensen being guarded by Sims. Passes it right to Johnson. Sorry, that's Haynes. Haynes passes it to the left wing, Oyen. Oyen, now Johnson, right corner. That one over the top, no good there. It's going to be rebounded, stayed in bounds. Oyen. They dish it out to that left corner. Now Ellison. Ellison back to the right wing, or Sorensen. 25 seconds still left on the shot clock. Left wing. Now back to Johnson. Sorry, Sorensen. Haynes drives. Sorensen pulls up from 3. He ties the game back up. It's 14-14 after the made 3. Sims passes it, or gets out the inbound. Comas gets it to Meckles. Meckles to Comas. Comas had the screen set up by Jensen. Passes it right to Sims. Sims on the right wing. Passes it inside Jensen. Jensen inside the paint. He's going to pass it to Meckles. Meckles was open for a second, and they're going to get Meckles on the travel. Travel called. Game tied. 29.1 seconds left on the Farmers Ag scoreboard. Game tied at 14 apiece. Inbounded to Haynes. Haynes passes it right off to Sorensen. Sorensen back to Haynes at the top of the key. Now right Sorensen. Now back Haynes. Haynes left to Wingen. Wingen inside. Blocked away. Taken out of reach by Jensen with the steal. Jensen bounce passes it to Comas. 8 seconds left on the clock here on Farmers Ag scoreboard. Passes it to Sims. Sims to Comas. Comas deep from 3. That one off target there. No good. Rebounded by Haynes. And that's going to be the end of the first. Bulldogs tied 14-14 with the Mustangs, thanks in large part to 4 big three-pointers from Andrew Comas. We're going to take a 1-minute timeout, come back with the start of the second on the way next year. Dakota's Best 1390.
Today's housing market can move quickly, and that's why First Premier Bank has developed a streamlined mortgage process to move your financing through the system as efficiently as possible. From our convenient online application to the day you close, our mortgage bankers are committed to providing personal and responsive service. We want to make your home happen by making the mortgage process as easy as possible. Apply online at firstpremier.com/home. First Premier Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hey Bulldogs, it's Des with Anytime Fitness. Start the new year off right with the best club in town. We have personal training, group training, a free app, virtual workouts, and unlimited tanning. Enrollment is just $1 now through the end of January. Let's make healthy happen together.
Go Bulldogs!
And welcome back to the Madison Discount Liquor broadcast booth. Elijah Sims at the top of the key. Passes it right to Brooks. Brooks right, and almost off target there. And I think that almost was a bad court violation for Sims. Not going to call it. Sims, top of the key, passes it right now inside and taken away out of reach. It's going to be taken away by the Mustangs. Bulldogs tied 14-14. 12 of the 14 points coming from Andrew Comas. Passing it left now to Ellison. Right, Oyen. Back Ellison on the left wing. Back to Oyen on the right wing. Oyen looking. Passes it across the wing again. Now inside to Rise. Rise back to Ellison in the left corner. Now passes it right now, right corner, and off target there. That's going to be a turnover. It's going to be inbounded by Brooks. Brooks. Pass half court. Passes it to Barger. Barger. Left wing, Brooks. Now right wing. And that's going to be taken away. And in transition, gets the bucket is Braden Oyen. Brooks. Pass half court now. Passes it right, Meckles. Meckles passes it back to Jensen. And that's going to be denied and go out of bounds. Mustangs lead by 2. It's 16-14. Brooks to inbound it. Gets it to Comas. Comas pulls up for 3, and that one rolls off. That's off target there. Ellison passes it inside, and now another bucket in transition right into the net. Looked to be Noah Haynes getting that one. Callahan in the right corner. Mustangs going on a little bit of a run. That one's almost poked away from Brooks. Passes it to Comas. Comas again open for 3. And again, that one bounces off. Rebounded by Jensen. Jensen trying to find Callahan. He's going to try taking it himself. And no foul call. Gets back. Comas on the left wing. Now back to Brooks. Brooks drives inside. Passes it to Barger. Barger's going to take the open 3 and hits it from the right wing. It's back to a 1-point game. Mustangs up 18-17. Passing it left, now Ellison. Ellison top of the key, now right. Oyen. Oyen, top to Haynes. Haynes trying to drive inside, and that is going to be called travel. That's going to be inbounded by Jensen to Comas. Comas with 12 points in that first quarter. Gets it to Jensen. Jensen back to Comas. Comas left Brooks. Brooks right, Callahan on the right wing. Passes it across the arc now to Barger. Barger back to Comas, back right. And now it's Jensen, right corner 3. That one bounces off the rim. No good there. Rebounded by Barger. Barger passes back to Comas. Comas airballs that one off target. Comas has gone a little cold here in the second quarter after getting 12 points in the first. Now driving the lane, and that one blocked away, denied by Jensen. Foul called against Jensen. That's going to send Trey Johnson to the Edward Jones free throw line. Brought to you by Edward Jones Insurance Madison. Let's plan for you and your family's future with Edward Jones, helping make the world a better place. Johnson misses his first. Bulldogs trail by 1 is 18-17. Checking in is Carter Sorensen for the Mustangs. And second one off the front of the rim as well. Jensen gets a rebound, so 0 for 2 from that attempt for the Edward Jones free throw line. Comas in the right corner. Comas passes it right or left to Barger. Now back to Comas. Now Brooks. Brooks back to Comas. Brooks on top of the key. Almost had poked away. As Callahan, he pulls up from three. That one's going to bounce off target. Rebounded by Brooks. Brooks, he's going to pull up for the jumper. Hits that one. Getting back in the lead. 19-18. It's the Bulldogs lead now with 4:30 to go on the Farmers Ag scoreboard here in this first half. On the right side. Now back to the left side for the Mustangs. As that one, almost poked away by Brooks. Now driving inside the paint, passing it to the left corner. Pulls up from three, Sorensen. That one rolls in and out. No good, rebounded by Callahan. Callahan trying to get past half court. Passes it high to Jensen. As that one, it goes out of bounds. Who the last touch? What are they going to say? It went off Jensen or Carter Sorensen before going out of bounds. And they're going to say it went off Jensen. So it's going to be Tri-Valley ball. Tri-Valley trails by 1 to the Bulldogs. A little over 4 minutes to go here in the second period. Haynes is trying to get past half court, passes it off, and now it's Oyen on the right wing. Back to Ellison, now back to Haynes. Haynes thought about pulling up from three. Instead, he's going to pass inside. And that one poked away. Comas comes up with a steal before it goes out of bounds. Barger on the left side. Passes to the top of the key. Now back right, Callahan. Callahan inside Brooks. Brooks to the top. Now Comas attempting another three, and that one rolls in and out. No good there. Rebounded by Jensen. Jensen tries to get the putback. That one falls out, but he's still going to go to the Edward Jones free throw line. Jensen to the Edward Jones free throw line. Trying to extend the Bulldogs' lead. Is currently sitting at 19-18. Comas was pretty hot in that first quarter from downtown. Has not hit a three-pointer, though he's tried on a couple different occasions in the second quarter. Jensen hits his first from the Edward Jones free throw line. A chance for one more now. Scores 20-18. It's the year I graduated. High school, that is. Jensen hits his second. It's 21-18 now from the Edward Jones free throw line. He goes 2 for 2. Sorensen passes it off now. And now driving the baseline, bounce passes it, and that one's going to be taken away. Bad pass there by Oyen results in a turnover. Bulldogs take over as Coma is trying to end his cold streak. He does right there from the right corner. 24-18. Haynes passes it to that left wing. It's Sorensen. Sorensen passes it back to Haynes. Haynes pulls up, mid-range jumper, hits that one. It's 24-20. Jensen passes it back to Brooks. Brooks passes to Jensen. Jensen trying to get past half court. He does. Gets it off to Brooks. Brooks at the top of the key. He's going to pull up for a three. That one falls off short, hits the front of the rim. Rebounded by that's rebounded by Haynes. I'm getting the threes mixed up, man. Haynes driving the baseline. That one almost poked away, but pulling up for three. Now hitting it is Alex Wingen, bringing back this game within one. Jensen is now going to be called on the travel, so there's a Bulldog turnover. It's 23-24, 2:35 to go here in the first half. Tri-Valley looking to regain the lead. Will they do it here? Sorensen top of the key, passes it right now inside that low post. Now getting it back to that right wing. It's Wingen pulling up for three. He hit his last three-pointer, misses that one. Rebounded by Callahan. Callahan gets it off to Comas. Comas drives to the top of the key, passes it left to Brooks. Brooks right, Callahan. Callahan looked like he was going to try shooting. Gets it to Jensen. Jensen unable to move anywhere after he gets that pass. Foul called. So it's going to be inbounded by Brooks. They reset the shot clock. Brooks looking, gets it to Callahan. Callahan puts up with his right hand. It falls in, 26-23. Nice inbound there. 2 minutes to go. Mustangs pass it to the top of the key. Wingen. Bounce passes it right to Haynes. Haynes making his way around the arc. Passes it left to Wingen. He's at the top of the key. Now passes it back to Haynes on that right side. Looked like he almost dribbled that ball out of bounds. Instead, he didn't. Now Sorensen on the left wing passes it across the arc to Wingen. Wingen trying to pass it off. And that one, nice steal by Comas as ball was passed pretty much right to him. As Comas passes it right and high pass there to Jensen. And Brooks recovers. No good there. Jensen tried to get in the putback. And again, second chance on his own second chance. It's 28-23 after the Jensen bucket. Comas guarding past half court. What do they call there? And they're going to call foul against Comas on that one as Sorensen was driving right into him. So it's going to be inbounded right in front of the Mustang bench. 1:18 to go here in this second period on the Farmers X scoreboard. Bulldogs lead 28-23. Inbounded to Sorensen. Sorensen passes it off, and Barger almost got the steal. They're going to pass it to that right corner, Oyen. Oyen trying to drive, passes it up, and lobs it in there. Lob City is closed on that one as Barger lobs it up for himself. Nice assist there from Jensen. 30-23. Hayes tries putting up a shot. He's no good, but fouled on the way up. Who do they call the foul on? It's either going to be Jensen or Callahan. And I think they called it against Jensen. That's going to send Haynes to the Edward Jones free throw line for a chance for two. Hits his first. Sims now checks in. He subs in for Comas with 54.2 seconds to go here in the first half on the Farmers Jack scoreboard. Haynes from the Edward Jones free throw line goes 2 for 2 from their attempt. It's now 30-25. Brooks gets it back after inbounding it to Sims. Brooks to Jensen. Jensen at the top of the key. Hands it off to Sims. Sims right to Callahan. Callahan across the arc. Now Barger. Now back to Sims. Top of the key. Inside. Now Callahan pulls up from three. That one bounces up. No good. Barger with the rebound. He's going to get a putback shot opportunity. No good there. Jensen's putback rolls in. It's 32-25. Under 30 seconds to go on the Farmers X scoreboard. Haynes. Left and now left corner. Now back left wing. Ellison. Top of the key. Winging. Ellison left. Now left corner. Now back to Ellison, who's making his way to the top of the key. Passes it right. They just continue passing it around the arc. 7 seconds left to go on the game clock. They got to get a shot off here as Haynes drains it from downtown. And that's going to be the end of the first half. And that's a big three-pointer there from Noah Haynes to bring this game within 4 heading into halftime. It's 32-28. Bulldogs lead, but they do face some stiff competition here early. We're going to take a 3-minute pause. Come back with your Wilbur Ellis halftime show on the way next here. Dakota's Best AM 1390.
Wilbur Ellis is a leading provider of innovative solutions in seed technology, as well as plant protection and nutrition. Wilbur Ellis, located in Chester, South Dakota, providing Asgrow and DeKalb brands, various field applications, and local plot data, can provide you with expert advice for your acres. Grow smart and reduce loss. Let Wilbur Ellis address your challenges. Contact your Wilbur Ellis representative at 489-2171. At Wilbur Ellis, they never stop looking ahead.
The time has come to make that much-needed addition to your home. Colton Lumber Company has all the expertise and supplies you need. They strive to provide you with a broad range of high-quality products at the most competitive prices. Colton Lumber Company knows that when you build, remodel, or repair, you want it to last. So do they, because their reputation is built on your satisfaction. Stop in and see Mike or Kent at Colton Lumber Company, a proud sponsor of area athletics.
Rusty and Wyman Funeral Chapel is honored to serve local and area families in their time of need when experiencing the passing of a loved one. Mark Rustan and staff at Rustan Wyman Funeral Chapel are committed to providing the highest quality of care and services for all families who are entrusted in their care. They pride themselves on taking the time to create meaningful, appropriate, personalized services for each and every family they serve in their time of need. Mark Rustan and staff at Rustan Wyman Funeral Chapel is here for you today, tomorrow, and in the future.
When the temperature bottoms out, filling with Cenex Premium Diesel can protect your bottom line. Cenex Winter Master comes with a more complete additive package for a more complete burn and has a cold weather operability of 30 below with a cold filter plugging point of 55 below. That'll send a chill down winter's spine. Cenex Premium Diesel. Diesel that doesn't mess around.
F&M Co-op Oil also has the tires you need to navigate this difficult winter weather for cars, trucks, tractors, and everything in between. Stop into your tire headquarters, F&M Co-op Oil in Madison.
You've worked hard to get to this moment. Practicing, learning, preparing, living. And what matters now is what you do in this moment. On the court, mat, field, rink, or pool. And we're all here cheering you on while you make memories with your friends. You are persistent and we are here for you. No matter the time, place, or season. Your community, your future, our focus. That's Kibble Equipment.
Builders First Source is your trusted source for quality steel building supplied by Metal Sales Manufacturing. Metal Sales has superior service from high-volume production to high-end ultra-custom. Whether your project needs are straightforward or complex, the experts can walk you through every detail while keeping you on schedule and on budget. Stop into Builders First Source in Madison to discuss metal buildings, whether a repair or new. Builders First Source in Madison offers free estimates.
And we're here on the Wilbur Ellis Halftime Show, brought to you by Wilbur Ellis in Chester. Contact your local field experts today to help you grow smart, increase productivity, and reduce loss. Wilbur Ellis, where they never stop looking ahead. Madison Bulldogs lead 32-28 at the halftime, and 12 points from Andrew Comas in that first quarter. Sorry about that. I had to do a quick jog. Lose my breath here. Anyways, Comas finishes that first half with, believe he has at 15 in that first half. Believe he had an extra 3. He did. He is at 15. Aiden Jensen checked in at 8 points in that first half. Ben Brooks apparently with 2. Eli Barger at 8. And Chuck Callahan looks like he pulled up from 2 as well. It's been pretty back and forth. Tri-Valley not looking like a team that only has 3 wins this season. Really competing. They're playing at their best right now, it would appear. Trying to keep up, trying to do the best they can with or against a very talented player like Aiden Jensen. Aiden Jensen right now only at 8 points. Took him a minute to finally get on the board. The first 12 points in that first half were all Andrew Comas. It was his own show in that first quarter. He had a little bit of a cold streak in the second quarter before finally knocking one in from the right corner to get up to 15 points. That's his team lead. I believe that's game lead as well with, the highest scoring Mustang right now is Noah Haynes with 9 points. He's been having a pretty good game inside the post. It's been Haynes and Jensen watching each other from that point of the court. It's been pretty interesting to watch so far here this evening. We'll see how the rest of that matchup continues to unfold. For the Bulldogs, you just got to get out to this start off hot. If it's a Andrew Comas 3, if it's a Chuck Callahan 3, if it's a big something big from from Jensen or Brooks, something to get out quick, get out hot, and build that momentum early. The Mustangs were able to end that first half on a big three-pointer, so that pendulum is starting to swing back in the Mustangs' direction a little bit, even though they trail by 4. Can you get that to swing back in your direction if you're the Bulldogs? You do that by getting out to that fast start. You do that by getting something quick on the board, something big that's going to get everyone up and excited. If you do that, you have pretty good odds of being able to continue to build on that lead throughout this second half. Let's take a 1-minute pause. We'll come back. We'll take a look at some other scores going around The state will be back in 60 seconds. Dakota's Best AM 1390.
If you love the office but you don't want to stare at a screen all day, Bud's Cleanup Service in Madison has a perfect job for you. Join the amazing team at Bud's Cleanup Service. They're looking for applicants to work flexible hours in the office and route work. This position is 40 hours per week with overtime available, plus health, vision, life insurance, and PTO. Feel accomplished and work outside with a great family-oriented business. Apply in person at Bud's Cleanup Service, 114 West Center Street, Madison, or email budscleanup@gmail.com.
Bank West in Madison knows what it takes to build a strong team. This is Tom Kaler, and for more than 130 years, we have earned long-term customer relationships by helping our customers and communities succeed. We pride ourselves in adapting to customer needs and providing top-notch customer service. Whether you prefer banking online, on your phone, or in person, we're here to help. Bank West in Madison is convenient, connected, committed, and proud supporters of area sports. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to your Wilbur Ellis halftime show here in the Madison Discount Liquor broadcast booth on Dakota's Best AM 1390. Taking a look at some other scores across the state. The games that you heard on our FM station today, 103.1 Gem and Country, was ORR and Howard. And Howard definitely, the boys appear to have taken care of business. The boys, I just saw 82-24 was the final there. And then girls, they switched that. They did boys first, didn't they? Girls are currently leading ORR 44-22 at the end of the third period. So Howard dominating both girls and boys basketball. Again, the final quarter of that girls basketball game for ORR and Howard can be heard on FM 103.1 Jam and Country. And some other finals in boys basketball in Class A. Bonhomme got a 51-46 victory over Corsica Stickney. 57-44 for Hanson over Canastota. Del Rapids St. Mary 69-32 against Garrettson. Currently going on at the start of the fourth, Gregory 34-29 over Winter. 4 minutes left in the fourth, 59-33 victory or on their way to victory, Hamlin is over Millbank. In Class B, Mitchell Christian 65-56 over Gayville Voland. Chester area with a 41-38 victory over Coleman Egan. And then, of course, here in Class A, we've got a 32-28 lead for the Bulldogs over Tri-Valley. This has been your Wilbur Ellis halftime show. Wilbur Ellis specializing in dry and liquid fertilizers, that Calvin Asco seeds, and custom application of fertilizers. Contact them today, 489-2171. Wilbur Ellis, where they never stop looking ahead. We're going to take a brief pause for station identification, then come back with the start of the second half here on Dakota's Best 1390.
1390 KJAM Madison.
And we're getting ready for the start of the second half. The Madison Bulldogs lead by 4. Mustangs ended that second half with a big three-pointer, essentially right at the buzzer. Bulldogs, how will they respond? How will they answer? Mustangs will get the ball first. It's going to be inbounded by Logan Ellison to, looks like, Braden Owen. And here we go. Second half on the way. Carter Sorensen passes it to that left corner. Now passing it inside. Now back left wing. Ellison pulls up from three. Hits it. It's back within one. 32-31 here in the opening minutes of the second half. Comas, pass half court. Passes it to the left corner. Barger back to Comas. Now right wing. Callahan now back left corner. Barger, he wants to answer with three. That one bounces up. He's no good. Jensen with the rebound. He was fouled. That's going to send Jensen to the Edward Jones free throw line. Brought to you by Edward Jones Insurance in Madison. Let's plan for you and your family's future with Edward Jones, helping make the world a better place. Jensen with the chance for two. Open look there from Barger, just didn't want to jump or go in. Jensen hits his first from the Edward Jones free throw line, so is able to capitalize. Extending the Bulldogs lead back up to 2. Jensen still with one more free throw now from the Edward Jones free throw line. And he hits his second. 2 for 2 there. Inbounded to Sorensen. And Sorensen to bring it past half court. Passes it off left now, Haynes. Haynes makes his way around the key. That's going to be loose on the ground. Who comes up with it? Brooks gets to steal. Passes back to Jensen. Jensen, right corner, Comas. Comas bounce passes to Brooks. Brooks back to Jensen on the right wing. And he's going to pass it back to Comas. Comas from downtown. He's at 18. It's now Wiggin getting in on the action. Wiggin in the right corner. Wiggin around the arc. Passes it left. It's Haynes. Driving inside. Now back. Thought about pulling up for three with Sorensen. Instead, he's going to hand it off to Wiggin. Wiggin making his way around the arc. Passes it off now. Owen. Owen passes it. Left corner three. That good. No good there for Johnson. And going up for the rebound was Wiggin. He was fouled on his way up for the rebound. So that's going to be Tri-Valley possession. Resets the shot clock. Sorensen to inbound it for the Mustangs. Inbounded quickly to Ellison. Ellison, top of the key. Now Haynes. Haynes pulls up for the mid-range jumper. No good there. Rebounded by Callahan. Callahan passes it off to Comas. Comas, top of the key. Inside. Now back to Comas. He's open for three. Does he hit this one? He does not. That one rebounded by Owen. Owen passes it inside. It's Sorensen trying to get away from Barger on that right wing. Passes the top of the key. Wingin. Wingin. Right to Haynes. Haynes trying to drive inside. Passes it left to Owen. Owen passes it right. Ellison. Ellison drives inside the paint. Puts up the shot. And that one no good there. Rebounded by Jensen. Jensen's got to be close to 10 rebounds tonight, I feel like. I haven't seen his rebound numbers yet. Callahan, right at the Mustang logo, passes it left to Comas. Comas, open three, hits it! And I think they are going to take a timeout on the court. Two more big three-pointers from Andrew Comas. In this one, Bulldogs lead 40-31. They're taking a timeout on the court. Let's take one as well. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Dakota's Best 1390.
MDL Madison has all your beverage needs. Pull up to the drive-thru window. We are always greeted with a smile. MDL has a large selection of fountain, bottle, and canned beverages, plus snacks, convenience store items, and gas pumps to top off your tank. MDL Madison is open every morning at 5. Make sure to like MDL on Facebook to see more cheap prices every day, because discount is the middle name. MDL is where customers always go.
You love MDL. You love MDL. You love MDL.
And welcome back to the Mustang. Sorry, to the Sorry, I am losing my mind. Welcome back to the Madison Discount Liquor broadcast booth. I'm Caleb Gill, butchering up our sponsors right now, but it's okay. Everyone's getting recognized here. If you're watching it on our YouTube channel, you can see all of our sponsors scrolling across the bottom of the screen. The Bulldogs lead here in Tri-Valley, 40-31. Still 5:44 to go here in the third quarter. On the Mustang Seeds, on the Farmers Ag scoreboard. See, I'm all over the place tonight. It's going to be inbounded to Sorensen. Sorensen trying to get away from Barger. Barger passes it. Sorensen passes it right. Now back to Haynes. Haynes trying to drive inside. Trying to drive the baseline, steps back, passes it, and now Sorensen on the right wing. Sorensen drives the paint, passes it outside. Left corner three for Wingen. That one bounces off the front of the rim. No good. Rebounded by Oyen. Oyen to Ellison. Ellison for three. Rebounded by Barger that time. He's pinned in that right corner. He's got to get away, trying to get a pass off. That one's going to be blocked. And that one almost blocked and almost helped. Nice deep pass from Brooks. Brooks, a quarterback, passes it. Jensen almost had the right-handed dunk. Going to pass it now. Jensen with the bucket off the backboard. Callahan going to be credited with the assist. Callahan was hyped about getting that assist to Jensen. Jensen with a chance for one more now after getting fouled on his way up to his last bucket. So he's got a chance to make this a three-point play from the Edward Jones free throw line. And he hits it. 43-31. Winging. Brings it past half court. Bulldogs have only given up one three-pointer, and that's been it in the second half. And it's going to remain that way as Barger gets to rebound off of Johnson's shot. As Jensen, he's going to pull up from 3. That one, oh, they're going to get travel. Jensen did hit the 3, not going to count though. Bulldogs have outscored the Mustangs 11-3 so far in about 3 minutes and 15 seconds of action in this second half on the Farmers Jack scoreboard. Scores 43-31. They're going to pass it to the left corner for 3. That one rolls off, no good. Rebounded, steps back again. Wingen trying to drive the baseline. Bounce passes it to the left corner. It's Oyen. Now back, and now Ellison on the right wing. Gets to the left corner. Wingen. Back to Ellison on top of the key, being guarded by Callahan. As now Johnson trying to put up a shot and blocked away. That's Haynes' shot who was blocked. And foul called against Brooks. Haynes to the Edward Jones free throw line. Brought to by Edward Jones Insurance in Madison. Chance for 2. Hits his first. Got a chance for one more now. From the Edward Jones free throw line, he goes 2 for 2. Haynes does. Inbounded to Brooks. Brooks pass half court. And, he was tripped up. And that one lands right in the lap of Oyen before passing it back to Haynes. And Oyen fell on the ground after that little trip up with Brooks. And Haynes definitely doesn't feel good as he's walking off gingerly. Looked to be a foul call. I was looking in Haynes' direction. Foul called against Madison. I'm not sure who the foul was called on exactly. But it's going to be inbounded quickly in that right corner to Johnson. Johnson passes to the top of the key. Haynes driving inside. Back to Ellison on the right wing. It's now a step back jumper for Johnson. No good. Haynes gets a shot blocked by Brooks. Brooks passes it to Comas. Comas to Brooks. Brooks back to Comas. Comas on the right wing. Passes it to Brooks. Brooks pulls up for 3 in the right corner. That one a little off target. Rolls off the rim. No good. Rebounded by Haynes. Haynes tries putting up the shot. And that one, a soft block there by Jensen. As that's going to be Comas shooting 3 off the front of the rim. Comas gets his own rebound, puts up the shot again. And he's no good on that shot. Rebounded by Johnson. No foul called. It's Ellison putting up the shot. That one blocked by Brooks and kept in bounds by Callahan. Callahan passes it out to Comas. Comas back to Callahan. Callahan, they're passing it around that arc. It's Barger in the left corner. He's going to drive the baseline. He wants to pass it up to the top of the key. Callahan pulls up from 3. Hits it from downtown. 46-33. The 13-point advantage for the Bulldogs, and they're going to call a timeout. 2:59 to go here in the third. Bulldogs lead 46-33 on the Farmers Ag scoreboard. We're going to take a timeout as well. No, we're not. We are going to stay on. We don't have enough time to take a timeout. So what a 3-point affair it has been tonight for Madison. I mean, by my count, I believe someone can quote me on this, or someone don't quote me on this. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Madison's Andrew Comas has hit 7 3-pointers tonight. He had 4 in the first quarter. 4. He had 1 more in the second, and I believe, pretty sure he's hit 2 here. I think he hit 2 here in this third quarter. So if my math is correct, I think that should be 7 3-pointers for Comas. I might be off by 1 or 2. What's my margin of error? But Comas, man, he's been seemingly it's felt automatic at times here from downtown. And so is Chuck Callahan at times as well. He just hit a big 3, extending the Bulldogs' lead. Right now, it's the Mustangs that have it. Sorensen on the right wing, being guarded by Comas. Thomas Meckles, who recently checked in, guarding. They're going to pass it to the left corner. Oyen passes up or goes up for 3. And that one, no good. And that's going to be Bulldog basketball. Last touching Johnson before rolling out of bounds. So Meckles is in for Ben Brooks. Sims also in as well. Sims passes it off, and now is Jensen in the post trying to pass or get the pass off. They had 2 Mustangs on him, ripped away right out of his hands, and now Oyen gets his shot blocked by Jensen. And now Meckles alone in transition. He wants to put up a block or a shot himself. That one's going to be blocked away by Sorensen. Sorensen on the left wing being guarded by Sims. And now Haynes pulls up for three. That one high, no good there. Batted back by Callahan, who's going to keep that one in bounds. It looked like, yep. Hey, Oyen touched that one right before it went out of bounds. So it's going to be Bulldog basketball. It's going to be inbounded by Jensen in this far right corner. Under 2 to go here in the third on the Farmers X scoreboard. Bulldogs lead 46-33. Inbounded to Sims. Back to Jensen. Jensen to Sims. Sims just trying to get past half court, and he does. Stops in his tracks, passes it off. It's now Comus in the left wing. Passes it to Sims. Sims to Callahan. Callahan for three. Hits it! Extending the Bulldogs lead, 49-33. Sorensen pass half court. They're going to pass it off now to Oyen. Oyen on the left wing. Passes it inside, and the open layup for Haynes. Nice easy bucket. It's 49-35. Under 90 seconds to go here on the Farmers X scoreboard in this third quarter. Callahan trying to get it past half court. Callahan, nice pass there to Comus. Comus looking back to Callahan. Callahan across the arc. Now Sims, he's going to pull up a three. That one a little short. Rebounded, picked up by Haynes. Sims trying to get in on a three-point party here tonight. Sorensen on the right wing, passes it, and Callahan pokes it away, gets to steal, got one man to beat, and almost gets the bucket, does draw the foul. Foul going to be called against Haynes. Nice play there by Chuck Callahan. Also, good transition work against Noah Haynes. Got to give credit all over, man. Credit where it's due. Callahan from the Edward Jones free throw line. First one bounces high, no good. Jensen checks out. I believe that's the first time he's checked out tonight. Ben Brooks comes in. And then Eli Barger checks in as well. He subs in for Andrew Comus. From the Edward Jones free throw line, Callahan trying to hit this one, and he does not. That's going to be rebounded by Holden Rise. Passing it off now to Johnson. Johnson gets it back in the low post. That's going to be poked away by Barger. And the last touch, Barger, before going out of bounds. 49.7 seconds to go here in the third. Bulldogs lead 49-35. It's going to be inbounded quickly. And Barger in defense. And the putback is good for Johnson. Shot was originally no good from Haynes. Was good on the second time from Johnson. Sims working the fast break. Passes it off to Meckles in the right corner. That one rolls off the rim. No good there. Rebounded. Actually not going to be rebounded. It's going to believe that last touch Ellison before going out of bounds. And that's exactly what they're going to call. So it's going to be Bulldog basketball with 33.2 seconds to go on the Farmers X scoreboard in this third quarter. Bulldogs up 49-37. 12-point game. Jensen to inbound it. He does to that left corner, Sims. Sims to Callahan. And, Callahan almost went too far back. Sims to the top of the key. Looking to pass it off. He does left to Brooks. 20 seconds to go on the Farmers X scoreboard. Brooks holding on to it at half court. Passes it off to Sims. 12 seconds left. Sims drives to the left side. He's going to be tripped up. And Coach Larson wants a foul called against Sims. It looked like he was tripped up a little bit. No foul called. So Mustangs get it with 6 seconds to go. They drive quick. And that one, Sims going to commit a foul. Is that what they called? That's going to be Sims committing the foul against Braden Oyen. 4.2 seconds left on this third quarter on the Farmers X scoreboard. Holden Rise to inbound it. He does to Oyen at the top of the key. 2 seconds. Going to put up a shot up. And that one no good there. That putback also no good. So the Mustangs unable to get a shot off, or in, I should say, in those final seconds. Bulldogs holding on to a 49-37 lead as we head into the final 8 minutes. We're going to take a 1-minute timeout. Come back with the start of the fourth quarter here on Dakota's Best 1390.
Trust the licensed, insured, and guaranteed service of Bob's Electric in Madison. No matter if it's new or existing service upgrades, things like lighting, fixtures, and ceiling fans in farm, commercial, or residential areas, Bob's Electric can handle your electrical needs. They also offer 24-hour electrical emergency service. Bob's Electric serves Howard, Canova, Madison, and surrounding areas. Call 1-800-475-3006 and talk to your friends at Bob's Electric, serving Southeast South Dakota.
Buying a home is one of the largest investments many people will make in their lifetime. Weber Abstract will make your investment secure. Hi, I'm Kelly with Weber Abstract. For over 70 years, we have helped so many wonderful people build their trust in our services. We strive to continue that tradition for another 70 years. Call 256-4640 to speak with one of our local and knowledgeable staff that serves all of Lake County. You can also visit our website at weberabstract.com. Weber Abstract, why go anywhere else?
And we're back here. Inbounded quickly to Comus. Now Comus to Sims. Sims pulls up for three. Hits it from downtown. He joins in on the three-point party. Haynes brings the pass half court. It's 52-37 as we start the fourth quarter. After Sims hit the three-pointer from that right wing. Now left corner. Now it's left wing. Oyen trying to get inside. They're going to pass it to the baseline. That one's going to be almost out of bounds. Barger gets a steal, passes it back to Sims. Sims inside Jensen. Jensen almost had the dunk and rolled over. Almost had a nice dunk there. It's going to be picked up by the Mustangs. Passing it off right to Ellison, and Ellison is going to travel. It is going to be inbounded by Jensen. Jensen to Brooks. Brooks back to Jensen. Jensen back to Brooks. Just back and forth between the two bigs for Madison as they're going to get it to the left corner. Barger. Barger high to Brooks. Brooks jump shot. A little short. Picked up by Johnson. Sorry, Haynes. Now it's Johnson who pulls up from that right elbow, and he sinks that one in 57-39. Sorry, 52-39. I don't know where I got the 7 from. Jensen passes it off to Sims. Sims on that left wing. Back to Jensen, top of the key. Jensen trying to fight away from the Mustangs that are on top of him. And that one, that's trying to fight it. And who are they going to say? That better be foul called against Oyen. So what Coach Larson wanted, that's what he got. Brooks to inbound it for the Mustangs. Sorry, for the Bulldogs. Left corner, Barger. Now back to Brooks. Brooks, top of the key. Comas for three. Hits it for another. That's another three-pointer for him. I believe by my count, he's got to be at like 8 three-pointers tonight. They're going to pass it around the arc. Inside, it's Johnson passing it to that left corner, Oyen. And Oyen appeared to step out of bounds, and he did. It's going to be inbounded by Comas, who just hit another big three-pointer. Inbounded to Jensen. Sorry, Brooks. Brooks to Sims. Sims going to pass it right to Comas. Comas inside, has it poked away, taken out by Haynes. Haynes, Sims, nice transition defense there. Just didn't have the size to defend that against Noah Haynes. It's 57-39. Brooks, pass half court, and he is going to stumble. Looks like he is going to draw the foul. Going to be inbounded by Elijah Sims, and I just got a little confirmation on, they're putting a towel. They're wiping something off the court. Comas has hit 8 three-pointers here this evening. And he's going to be inbounding on that far side. Gets it to Elijah Sims. Sims back to Comas on the right wing. Sims inside to Jensen. Jensen passes it outside. He was trying to hit Barger. Had a couple Mustangs in his face, so couldn't really see where he was going. And they just, it's not Mustang basketball. So I know I said 57-41. I swear that scoreboard just said 57. It says 55 now. 55-41. They pass it right corner 3. Sorensen short, rebounded by Sims. Sims, pass half court. Top of the key. Passes it right to Comas. Comas back to Sims. Sims left Barger. Barger high Brooks. Brooks inside. Passes it Jensen. Jensen right over his head. Right behind him, actually. Drops that one in for 2 more. And pulling up for 3 now. Haynes hits that one from downtown. It's 57-44. 5 minutes to go here on the Farmers Ag scoreboard. Bulldogs with the lead. As Brooks' pass is going to not be accurate. That one going to be taken away by the Mustangs. As Brooks' defense is not good enough to stop Alex Wiggin from getting to the net. It's 57-46. Mustangs bring it back within 11. Coma's trying to drive that far court line. Sims, he pulls up for 3 in that right corner. No good there. Rebounded by Haynes. Haynes having himself quite the night. As they're going to pass it off to Sorensen. Back to Haynes at the top of the key, being guarded by Comas. And Comas just took an elbow to the face. No foul called there. They're going to pass it to the left wing, Wingen. And now left corner 3 falls short for Oyen. And I think we finally got something called for Madison. No? It's going to be inbounded by the Mustangs. Get off to Oyen. Oyen trying to get inside the paint. And they get him on the travel. So Jensen to inbound it with 4:09 to go on the Farmers Ag scoreboard. Bulldogs lead by 11. Comas trying to cross half court, does. Passes it off, and now it's Callahan thinking about the 3 in that right corner. He's going to pull it down. Instead, high pass to Jensen. Jensen is going to be called on the charge. So some miscues and errors here in this fourth quarter is keeping Tri-Valley within reach. Bulldogs led by as much as 16, I believe. Sorensen on that right wing passes it left. Left to Wingen. Now back to Sorensen on the right wing, being guarded by Brooks. Passes it to that right corner. Now driving the baseline, and they're going to call Barger on the foul. Foul called against Oyen. It's going to be inbounded, and no, actually, timeout. Going to be called on the court. They're going to take a full timeout. Bulldogs lead 57-46, 3:35 to go here on the Farmers Ag scoreboard in this fourth quarter. Let's take a timeout as well. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Dakota's Best 1390.
Kinsley Funeral Home is family-owned for nearly 80 years, serving the Madison, Salem, Hartford, and surrounding areas. Offering funeral, cremation, and traditional services, Andy and Laura of Kinsley Funeral Home, Hartford Chapel in Hartford, Kinsley Funeral Home in Salem, and Kinsley Funeral Home in Madison are always there to help you with any planning or questions you may have. Without cost or obligation, Andy and Laura can provide facts about pre-need funeral planning. Kinsley Funeral Home in Madison, Salem, and Hartford.
Welcome back up here to the Madison Discount Liquor broadcast booth. Bulldogs lead by 11. Seeing that lead start to slip out of their grips right now. It's feeling like Tri-Valley's trying to mount a comeback here, which, can't blame them for trying to win. That's not what I'm saying at all. But right now, Tri-Valley with the momentum. Bulldogs have had a couple errors, a couple miscues, and things just haven't gone their way. It's going to be inbounded to Ellison. Ellison hits the right corner. No, going to be blocked away by Brooks, but gets it back, and Haynes drives inside for the shot, and it's now within 9. It's 57-48. Comas on the right wing. He's got 8 3-pointers tonight. Passes it to Callahan. Back to Comas, top of the key. Now left Barger. Barger back to Comas. Now Barger on the left wing. Back to Comas at the top of the key. Passing it right to Callahan. Callahan inside, and now Jensen. He's going to pull up for 3 in that right corner, and that one's going to roll in and out. No good there. Had a good look. Just didn't want to drop in. As Haynes steps back, he's going to try a 3. That one, airballs that one, falls in short. That's going to be dropped right into the breadbasket of Barger. As Jensen wants another shot off. That one does not drop in. He's still going to draw the foul, sending him to the Edward Jones free throw line. Brought to you by Edward Jones Insurance in Madison. Let's plan for you and your family's future with Edward Jones, helping make the world a better place. Aiden Jensen with a chance for 2 now from the Edward Jones free throw line. Ends back to a 10-point lead after that first made free throw. 58-48. Jensen from the Edward Jones free throw line hits his second. I don't know if he's missed a free throw tonight. I feel like he hasn't. He's definitely gone to the Edward Jones free throw line a couple times tonight, but I don't feel like he's missed many, if any. I don't have the official stats on that, but it definitely feels like he's been near perfect from the charity stripe this evening. They're taking a timeout on the court. We're going to take one as well. 59-48 is the Bulldogs' lead here in the fourth quarter. We'll be back in 30 seconds. KJM. First Interstate Bank in Madison has a mission to help you and your money work better together. A vision to help you every day with your money goals and values people first while also seeking greatness, integrity, celebrating success, and a commitment to the community. First Interstate Bank in Madison has many personal banking options for you to choose from, including checking and savings accounts, home, auto, or construction loans, plus wealth management services and business accounts. See how they can help you today by visiting firstinterstatebank.com. And we're back here to Madison Discount Liquor broadcast booth. Bulldogs lead 59-48 here. As we are winding down the clock on this game between Tri-Valley Mustangs and the Madison Bulldogs. There is 2:48 to go here on the Farmers Ag scoreboard. Bulldogs just trying to hold on to their lead. Trying to keep the momentum that they've built so far in this point of the season rolling. As they've won 6 of their last 7. Trying to make that 7 of their last 8. It's Oyen trying to get past Comas. Oyen's going to hand it off to Sorensen. Sorensen passes it left to Wingen. Wingen looked like he almost had a back court. Passes it off to Sorensen. Sorensen makes his way to the top of the key. Back to Wingen, being guarded by Callahan. 14 seconds left, and that one's going to be poked out of bounds. And that one last touched Wingen, so that's going to be Bulldog basketball. Nice defense there by Callahan. Inbounded from Jensen to Brooks. Brooks to bring it past half court. Passes it left Comas. Looked like Comas thought about the 3 for a split second instead. He's going to pass it now. Comas gets it back on the left wing. Callahan on the right side. And that one looked like a hold there by Sorensen. And that's exactly what they're going to call. And Bulldogs now in the bonus. That's going to send Chuck Callahan to the Edward Jones free throw line with 2:11 still to go in the Farmers Ag scoreboard. Hits his first one and a 1-and-1. So he's got a chance for one more now from the Edward Jones free throw line. It's 60-48. Bulldogs with the 12-point lead. And Callahan hits it. 61-48 now. With a little over 2 minutes to go on the Farmers Ag scoreboard. Wingen passes it right to Sorensen. Sorensen right corner. It's Oyen trying to drive. Now they're going to pass it back to Sorensen. Sorensen with the jumper. That one bounced off the front of the rim. Put back. No good there from Haynes. Rebounded by Jensen. Jensen passes it off to Comas. Comas passes half court. Gets it back after the pass. And now passes off to Barger. Now back to Comas. Passes it right. Callahan. Cross the key now to Barger. Barger, Comas. Comas trying to get away from the action. Passes it, and now Jensen with the dunk! Slams it down! With 90 seconds to go, Bulldogs have extended their lead 63-48. On the Farmers Ag scoreboard, they're taking a timeout on the court. Let's take one as well. We'll be back in 30. Dakota's Best 1390.
At Montgomery's in Madison, Sioux Falls, Watertown, and Aberdeen, you'll not only find high-quality furniture, you'll also find a large selection of flooring, custom window fashions, a wide variety of unique artwork and accessories, and of course, their complimentary interior design service. For personal service, shop your local Montgomery store today and discover that they're more than just your furniture store. Visit them online at montgomerys.com because you deserve more. Montgomery's wishes the Madison Bulldogs good luck in this game.
And we're back here in the Madison Discount Liquor broadcast booth. Aiden Jensen just laid down the hammer, extending the Bulldogs' lead, 63-48, 1:27 to go here in the fourth quarter on the Farmers Ag scoreboard. Bulldogs continuing to build on their lead late. It's going to be inbounded by Carter Sorensen. Sorensen gets it into Wiggin. Wiggin being guarded by Callahan, and he almost loses it, trying to get past half court. Wiggin does lose it that time. That's going to be rolled and picked up by Comas. Comas gets past half court. Cheap foul called against Sorensen. Going to be sending Comas to the Edward Jones free throw line for a chance to 1-1, I believe. Yep, 1-1 with 1:12 left here on the Farmers Ag scoreboard. Comas from the Edward Jones free throw line, brought to you by Edward Jones Insurance in Madison. Misses his first. So that's going to be rebounded by Ellison. Ellison gets it off to Johnson. Johnson trying to put up the right-handed floater. No good there. Rebounded by Barger. Barger, ooh, a little far out of reach for Jensen. Had Jensen, who definitely would have smacked it down again. He had the space, just a little too much mustard on that throw. Oyen trying to drive inside, puts up the floater again, and rebound by Johnson. Johnson trying to get the putback, rebounded by Brooks. Under a minute to go. As Bulldogs can pretty much smell victory here. Callahan has it. Callahan throws it off to Brooks. Brooks to Callahan. Sorry, Comas. Now Callahan inside Brooks. Brooks to Jensen. Jensen with the putback around his head. A nice shot off the glass there. 65-48. Sorensen. Top of the key now. It's Haynes. Haynes step back three. Off the rim. No good. And Callahan keeps that one in bounds. Nice behind. Nice sneaky pass there as Brooks and Comas collided with each other. Driving inside now. Ellison has a shot blocked by Jensen. And Jensen with another blocked shot. Comas is just going to hold on to it for the final 2-1. Bulldogs win on the road. 65-48 is the final here at Tri-Valley. Bulldogs with the big win. It was not pretty at times. Tri-Valley tried mounting comebacks at multiple times throughout that fourth and final quarter, but every time a comeback attempt was near, the Bulldogs would have it denied, like that blocked shot there at the end from Aiden Jensen. Let's take a 3-minute timeout. We'll come back with your Mustang Seats post-game show on the way next year. Dakota's Best 1390.
There's nothing like watching the sun rise over your fields, the smell of hope in the air. At Mustang Seeds, we're ready to help you plan for the next planting season and committed to boosting your yields and increasing your profitability with quality seed genetics customized to your farm ground and your way of farming. Lock in preseason cash discounts, rewards, and competitive pricing by contacting your local Mustang DSM or dealer. Mustang Seeds, plant with pride.
As an award-winning critical access hospital, Madison Regional Health System is committed to providing quality healthcare close to home. Our healthcare system has over 270 knowledgeable and skilled employees who are dedicated to providing exceptional healthcare to you and your loved ones. For over 135 years, Madison Regional Health System has made your health our priority, and we have been honored to serve and support our local athletes. Go Bulldogs.
When looking for flowers for someone, or maybe it's a gift to yourself for your home or office, stop by the Floral Shop in Madison. They can help you choose the right flower arrangement. Tell someone they're amazing, pick out something sweet and simple, or just show your love to that special someone with fresh, beautiful flowers from the Floral Shop in Madison. Visit the Floral Shop in Madison online at floralshopmadison.com to see their fresh flowers for all occasions and other great gift ideas.
There's nothing like watching the sun rise over your fields, the smell of hope in the air. At Mustang Seeds, we're ready to help you plan for the next planting season and committed to boosting your yields and increasing your profitability with quality seed genetics customized to your farm ground and your way of farming. Lock in preseason cash discounts, rewards, and competitive pricing by contacting your local Mustang DSM or dealer. Mustang Seeds, plant with pride.
Trust your farming operation with the locally owned and operated Farmers Ag Center of Madison. With their state-of-the-art facility, Farmers Ag Center offers trusted advice when it comes to fertilizer, seed, and crop protection products. Area producers can expect accurate and timely advice, including efficient delivery and application of products during all seasons. Locally owned and operated Farmers Ag Center of Madison. The leaders in the field, the leaders in customer service, proud to serve area farmers and proud to support area communities.
Let's be real. You make things. You grow things. You do things. You want things. And that's where we come in. We're First Bank and Trust, a community bank that understands the unique needs of our community and the people who make it great. First Bank and Trust is just the right size to make big things possible while making sure the small things never feel that way. First Bank and Trust. Real banking. Real easy. Member FDIC. Equal Opportunity Lender.
Welcome into your Mustang Seeds postgame show, brought to you by Mustang Seeds, a family-owned company with a reputation of excellent service and proven performance for over 55 years. What performances was tonight for the Madison Bulldogs, getting the road win here at Tri-Valley. Final 65-48. Andrew Comas, he knocked down 8 3-pointers. Ended the night with 24. Aiden Jensen had 21 points himself. And again, another night where he was just one rebound away from a double-double. He had 9 rebounds. I feel like every game that I call for him, he's just inches away from a double-double. But big games for both those two. Comas early, having the first 12 points for Madison, finishing the half with 15. All of his points came from downtown. It was just huge. It was just really impressive. Chuck Callahan had 10 points as well. Eli Barger finished with 5 points, 7 rebounds. Good night for the Madison Bulldogs. And it was early on. It was back and forth. It was a 4-point game at half. Throughout that third quarter, felt like maybe Madison could pull away. Tri-Valley was sticking around, though. They were not going to go away without a fight. They were trying to make it competitive towards the end, but Madison just got the better hand. They just got the edge over Tri-Valley late, hitting some big free throws and some other big shots late. Some big plays as well. Aiden Jensen had a couple blocks. I don't know how many blocked shots he had, but it was big. Him and Ben Brooks tonight, just everyone. The starting 5 for Madison played really well. They needed another win here. Tonight they get their 5th win. Sorry, their 8th. Why did I say 5th? Their 8th win of the season. They extend their record to 8-5. They drop the Tri-Valley Mustangs to 3-7 this season. And the Bulldogs will they will return home this Thursday for the next game against Beersford. We'll, of course, have that game here on Dakota's Best AM 1390. And then next for Tri-Valley, they'll be at West Central tomorrow for that one. We're going to stay on for just a couple more, few more moments to see if Jeff Larson, the head coach of the Bulldogs, will make his way up here. In the meantime, a couple reminders of the rest of our schedule moving forward. We do have Madison girls tomorrow again at KJM. Let me pull up the schedule here. My apologies. We got Madison girls tomorrow night on the road at Dubrook area. That one at about 7:30 p.m. And then also on our FM station, 103.1 Gem and Country, you'll have Tri-Valley again. Tri-Valley at West Central tomorrow. So that Tri-Valley West Central doubleheader we'll have on our FM station tomorrow night. Again, Gem and Country 103. Thursday, Beersford at Madison at 7:30 p.m. Friday. Madison at West Central Girls at about 7:30 p.m. And then Saturday, the Madison girls will be competing in the DAC-12 NEC Clash against Dual at about 1:15 p.m. Saturday afternoon. So got a lot of Bulldog basketball still on the way for you here just this week. We're just getting started. It's Monday. Happy Monday, folks. And what a week it was. The Lady Bulldogs coming up short, unable to get the victory against Tri-Valley here tonight. But the boys team, able to get the 65-48 win on the road here against Tri-Valley. And we are going to wrap it up now with your Mustang Seeds post-game show brought to you by Mustang Seeds. Maximum potential yields with valuable service and products. Mustang Seeds, proven leader for over 55 years. Thank you, everyone, for joining us here on Dakota's Best AM 1390, KJAM in Madison. Wherever you may be listening, watching, streaming this broadcast and all of our broadcasts for KJAM. Penelope working the board up tonight. Appreciate it. Thank you for another great night. I'm Caleb Gill signing off here in the Madison Discount Liquor broadcast booth. I will see you tomorrow. Have a great night.